Hello, welcome to Lizards and Locations. Before we play our episode 12 of Pillars of Creation, we have a quick promo from our friends over at Rolling for What Now. So we were going to play this, check them out, we love what they're doing, and take a listen real quick before we go on with our episode. Thanks. Can we roll yet?
Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the world of Eldenhelm, a magical place filled with mystery and majestic beasts. We follow the chronicles of our adventurers brought together by a mysterious being known as Vindon. Many exciting adventures await these unlikely heroes. Follow their excellent adventures on a podcast platform near you, right there, by you, on your phone.
What's your phone?
Hi, Trouble.
Yeah, hi.
You're supposed to be with your party.
I heard you talking.
Okay.
So I came over.
Okay, well, head on back to your friends. You know, tell the people bye.
What people?
These ones. I mean,
No, I don't see any people. Where?
you know, just check out the podcast, guys. I need to
What's
get
the
her
podcast?
back. Come,
What are you talking about? Bye.
Rolling for What Now? Find us on all social media and wherever you get your podcasts. And flowcode.com/pages/rolling for what now.
Welcome to Lizards and Location, Pillars of Creation. It's time for everyone to roll initiative. Oh, fuck.
Ah, jeez. Oh,
The Janus die has returned.
you found it! Why do I always roll bad for this?
I do always remember that.
You roll bad a lot.
Anybody over 20? Anybody over 15?
15.
18.
Fuck you.
18 for Des.
Fuck.
Alright, we're gonna do 15 for drums. Anybody over 10?
11.
11 for Whisper. And Adi, what did you get?
3.
3.
Well, 2 of them are just on 20s. Save them over here.
Alright, so what's going to happen is, first person up is Assyrian. He's pretty quick. He's going to be like, oh shit, and like as he's stumbling to grab his greatsword and like jump up into the fray, one of the 5-headed monstrous dragon heads is going to blast him with a bolt of fire and he's going to fly backwards.
At least he's missing.
Oh god.
So after that's being seen, Des, you are now currently looking at a 5-headed, gigantic dragon creature with 4 arms, 5 heads of each individual chromatic denomination, and giant wings that have tried to spread out and have knocked into a lot of the ceiling and into like the bookshelves that have lined this little meeting area that you've done. So it's a bit of a cramped encounter, and he is mad, or they are mad. It's five individual consciousnesses kind of crammed into one draconic amalgamation, and it's pretty terrifying. So what do you do?
Alright, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it, see if it works.
Okay, good plan. What's the
13.
30, what's the
wait, actually-
time frame? Like how long does it last?
Oh wait, that's right. It doesn't have a spell save DC. It lasts for an hour.
Double it, I guess.
Oh, okay. I forgot. It's not a spell save DC. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just happens. You're good.
All right. Double bolt action.
It's going 2 hours because that's how the unshackling dice went, but it's not necessarily useful.
All right. You gotta. Let's see.
See if Des can be as big of a draconic killer as she is a devil killer.
25.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, pacing. Alright, so I got a 25 and a 9.
25 and 9.
Yeah.
The first one will hit. Nice.
Seven. And. Alright, so that'll do 10.
10 damage?
10 piercing damage.
Alright.
She's gonna just kind of like be like, oh shit! She's gonna like pop out her crossbows and like pop a couple. One goes flying past its head, and the other hits. And then she's gonna kind of like do like a move where she kind of like hits her back against the column. Listen
With that?
Yeah, she's gonna kind of be tucked a little bit behind the column.
Like this one?
Yeah. Like just she's gonna kind of do that thing where she's like hiding behind the column, and then she's gonna pop out again.
Sure.
And then shoot.
Okay. Next up after that is Yasadi, who will attempt to take the mace and try and like blow it right in the knee. So not great. The kind of like she like hits it in the thigh, and like the gigantic muscles, like the cord muscles of this thing, just does not give a shit.
Oh, God.
So you just hear, and that's it. And Yasadi just kind of looked at it like,
Oh no.
up next is Giannis.
Alright. I am going to... How far am I there? Not too far.
You are about 10 feet away.
Okay. I can't remember. I don't think tridents have reach.
Don't they? I don't have that in front of me, but don't they?
I could throw it.
Huh.
Let's see.
Reach 5.
Reach 5, yeah. Okay. So let's do that. I'm gonna throw the trident at it. Okay. So. That is 16 plus 6, so 22.
Mitchell hit.
Okay.
Nice.
That's nice. So 9 piercing. And then I get to use a D8 for cold. 1 cold. I'm gonna pump a divine smite into that.
That's 10 damage so far. That plus 1.
I'm gonna pump up just the first level, so 2d8.
Okay.
You gotta retire that.
It is chipped, that's crazy.
Yeah.
2 radiant. I rolled 2 ones after I rolled that same dice I got a little before first time.
12 damage.
And you know what? Let's burn some shit. Let's do a bonus action.
Burninate.
Meta magic, quicken spell. Let's do something that won't miss. Magic missile.
Magic missile.
So 3d4 plus 1.
Do one less magic dart.
So 2d4. Okay. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 1 is 7 force damage.
Like, for the first time that you've ever done magic missile, you see it kind of like sputter and spark in your hand. Like 2 of them come out, and like the third one is just like, what is it? Like, it kind of looks weird as it kind of like fizzles out, like almost like a dud of a firecracker.
Oh yeah, unshackling.
Yeah, magic missile is usually very, very reliable. However, magic is not.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the unshackling, everybody.
Scene.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the thing. See you next week.
What is it?
Alright. So, it's going to take one of its legendary actions to...
Good.
Alright, I'm going to need
Okay.
Giannis and Whisper make a dexterity saving throw. Okay.
21.
21. Okay, so you see the black dragon kind of like twist around one of the other ones and spray a line like straight between the two of you. And you are able to. How do you dodge it? You're trying to be more nimble now, right? You're trying to like dodge instead of stand and take it like
Yes.
you used to.
Yes.
And so your training has paid off, and you kind of do like a little flip over it as it kind of goes around. You just kind of like ballet around it.
I'm not as heavy as I used to be, so I feel my feet are very light lately.
Jonas in your heavy armor is unable to kind of and like this poison just kind of like hits you like from like the knee up across.
Mm-hmm.
You are now poisoned.
Oh, poison. Okay.
You don't take any damage, but you are poisoned.
I take that condition. Okay.
Next up is Whisper.
I'm gonna look at my poison friend and look at this black dragon head that has just spat gross ick at me, almost ruining my new clothes.
Very much, very true.
Like, who do you think you are? And so I'm going to rush forward, and as I'm rushing forward, every step I take, I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and when I finally become large, I stab it twice in the fucking mouth.
Okay, where are the status?
I had the enlarged ring next to me that
Oh,
whole
there is
game.
one.
The status rings are also back
Where
behind.
the strict scrolls are? To your right.
Got it. Okay. Good enough.
Okie dokie. So that's 124 and 119.
Those are both hit.
Okie dokie. And then. Eight plus 12 is 20, and I need to make sure. It's been a minute since I've looked at Whisper. I'm not missing anything. Ooh, and on each of once on my turn, I get an extra 1d6 damage. So that's 24 piercing.
24. Okay, very nice. Like you come forward and you're like stabbing forward, and like there's 5 heads, so it's kind of like weaving in and out. So like you just kind of are going for. You're going for specifically the black one, or are you going for whichever one you can hit?
I mean, I'm stabbing blindly.
Okay.
I want to hit the black one because he just spat at me, but if I hit something, I hit something.
Okay. Well, you definitely hit both of them, so that's definitely a good start. Okay. Now it is its turn, so it's going to kind of like rear back as you stab it, and its foot's going to come up and just try and kick you away.
Tell it not.
I don't think an 8 hits, so
No!
like it like goes by you because like you just kind of batted away, and then you see like right above you there's a red dragon looking down at you and breathing fire.
Okay. I really love fire so much.
True though. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Well, I never. Well, sometimes.
I'm so pleased.
How should I reward that is the question.
That's up to you, boss.
Jonas, do you have a shield?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Since Assyrian is right next to you, and so is Jonas, as the big fire plume is coming down on you, you see Jonas' shield come up in front of you, and you see Assyrian's greatsword also block it, and you just see like there's like a magical force that like is pushing back that fire as you don't take any damage.
Hot.
Yeah.
Would have been.
Oh, I'm sweating for another reason.
All right.
Fellas.
Very cool.
Also, I'm humongous. I don't know how they pulled that off, but I'm.
You basically were like leaning backwards and like were like
style.
like you were kind of like
Matrix.
shielding yourself because you didn't think there was a way to escape, and they helped you like do the same. Like, and you're large, but you're not like towering through the roof.
And I'm also not taller than the fucking thing from Hermes.
You're a little bit shorter than this. It's like this one is definitely larger than you are, but it's not like as terrifying as it used to be. At least for now.
Cool Breeze reads it.
You're not so scary when you're someone picking on someone your own side. No, I didn't say that.
What?
That's not very whisper of her.
Did you say that though?
No, that's definitely a Mary thing to say.
Fair enough. What will happen though is Koras will say about that. He's like, pick on somebody your own size as he casts Enlarge Reduce. See if it works. Let's also see if he doesn't get fucked.
Yeah, for real.
No, it works. The spell works. It makes a Constitution saving throw.
I feel like it's got monster constitution.
I feel like it's got monster every.
It does resist. It does have a pretty good Constitution.
Brutal.
Like you can see like it kind of like warping a little bit, like little bits of it kind of like shift and shimmer as like you can see like the magic trying its best to like reduce the size of this monster before it like roars and breaks Koras' concentration as he's trying to cast the spell. It's Koras' turn. Audie, you're up next.
Yeah, that's the thing that I am. I'll cast. I got two very good spells and no way to decide what I want. Spirit Guardians it is.
Such a silent dice.
I know, my rubber dice. So I cast Spirit Guardian,
Mm-hmm.
hope,
Yeah, you do.
and I kind of like call out to Grooms for help, and my little arm tattoo in the shape of Groomsh's hand glows,
Mm-hmm.
and he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
That I'm really hoping he fails.
It's pretty good. 14.
No, that fails.
All right, what happens to him?
So, because it's the first time he's in my aura of Spirit Guardians, and I designate everyone else to not be affected.
Okay.
All of my allies are not affected. He takes 3d8 necrotic damage
Okay.
because I'm neutral and Grinch is necrotic according to all my other spells.
Okay.
He takes 11, 12 necrotic damage. Yeah.
What does it look like? Describe this spell as it goes
A
off.
bunch of like Groomsh's eyes
Mm-hmm.
start to like swirl around me, and then they go out to like 15 feet as a radius.
Mm-hmm. So there's just like basically a swarm of little
Yeah. So I
demonic
move
eyeballs.
within 15 feet of him, wherever I happen to have been, so that they
You
hit him.
already are.
Awesome. Yeah, and so the Groomsh's eyes just start moving through his body and like causing necrotic spots to pop up. Black veiny
Interesting.
shit.
Okay. So yeah, you see like little boils and black, like darkening, like almost like there's scales are being like tarnished right in front of you.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It.
Okay.
I'm
It'll
not
take a
very good-
legendary action to do a
Of course I will.
frost burst in a 15-foot radius. So I'm going to need everybody except for Dez to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. Five.
9.
5, 9. 5, 9, 21.
You don't
Yes.
have to.
Oh yeah, so you're not doing that.
I hid behind that column.
I did say that. Okay. Anybody who roll. Okay, so everybody except for Jonas.
Yep.
now is affected by frostbite at a disadvantage on their attack before the end of the monster's next turn.
Doesn't it have a turn every other turn?
No, it has a turn every turn. It just has legendary actions as well, which it
Happen
can,
after.
which it can take whenever it needs to, or whenever I decide it does. But it gets 2 legendary actions per round.
I see. Okay.
So technically, it gets like 3 turns, kind of, sort of.
I was sitting here like, cold damage. I can buff cold damage, and then it wasn't cold damage.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's like I saw that.
Yeah, I noticed how our encounters have been one guy lately.
I like one guy encounters.
I know, you're like, Cloud ruined this, you fucking bitch.
Look, you've had plenty of opportunities to use Cloud Rune to devastating effect.
Yes,
So,
I'm just saying.
So, wait, does it say Cloud Rune you specifically have to target another creature?
Yeah.
you're not allowed to attack yourself. Or another head, if this is what you were going for.
Well, I was like, you could attack somebody, you could redirect it to somebody who's hiding behind a column who has full cover and technically a higher AC.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not how it works. The Constitution saving throw.
No, it's just a pure redirect. And I only use Cloud Rune on, like, crits.
Yeah. Ah,
It's a magic redirect. It's not just, you aim that way now. It's
that's like it hits.
a portal opens, and it opens on your face.
And it opens on your face. What a
I love portals on my face.
Portals on my face.
What was I doing? Alright, so disadvantage on next attacks for Adi and Whisper.
Sure.
Assuming you guys are going to attack, but maybe not.
Sure.
You know I'm gonna.
Yeah, I do.
First, do no harm and all that shit.
Mhm. Next up is Skull, who is kind of going to jump in behind with Dez, like, oh, fancy meeting you here, as he kind of like leans out and 2-hand crossbows himself.
Yeah, like Des and him are shooting, and she's like, "Great minds!"
Those aren't gonna hit though. So you see, like both, like one of them, like one of the dragons kind of looks over and like it glances off of I want to say it's not a breastplate, like a
Naruto headband!
A crest. The
Oh.
crest on his head. No, not a Naruto headband.
Naruto headband.
That would be silly.
Yeah.
The other one just kind of smacks into its chest, and it's like kicking a sandbag. Like, all right, that's gonna bring it all the way back up to Assyrian, who kind of like shakes his head after the blast back. He's like, "Well, it doesn't work once. Try again." And you see like him, like as he's starting to run, his boots kind of click together, and then he just blurs away. And then you see him appear on the other side of the dragon. He may have attacked. You can't really. It's hard to see. One of those will hit. Alright. Like you see it as he appears on the other side, like a little piece of like the membrane on one of the wings, like you see it tears open as like a great sword, like as a delayed effect, because he like moves faster than it actually goes. Alright. So that's Des again.
Alright, Des is gonna kind of like, you're like peer over out of the corner, and she's gonna try to perceive a weak point.
Okay.
Is that possible?
What are you trying to do?
See if there's a spot where she can aim for that's a little bit weaker than the armor, and then shoot that spot. Is it possible, or
Not really.
Okay.
You
Then,
can make an investigation check just to try and see like something about the nature of the whatever it is you're looking at.
so this is like a long.
Because like here's the problem with that is that it's assumed that you're doing that as you're fighting. Like that's an assumed thing. As if you're fighting somebody, you're looking for weak points.
Okay,
It's not really in the mechanics, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, because that, like, in my head, I thought of it as perceiving a weak point, taking disadvantage to hit that spot exactly.
There are some games
You can
for
do that, but
Anyways, I'll take my 3 attacks. Thank you.
okay. Yeah, I figured you might.
Alright, so that's a 15. I don't think that hits. Oof, 9. Oh, but a 25. Let's go.
25 will definitely hit.
Alright. Take my hits. Alright, and I hit it for 8 damage.
Dablage.
She's like, and she's like, fuck! She's like a little pissed that they're all flying past, and she's like, where's my aim today?
To be fair, a lot of them you are hitting it. It just doesn't. It just glances off of their hide, or you know, like you saw Yasadi. She hit it, but
It's huge. It's hard to move.
it's a massive muscular dragon.
It's just like ting ting ting. She's like,
So, yeah.
snake stick.
So you gotta really get in, like in between some scales, or get in like a really good spot in order for it to do any damage to it.
I see. Okay. So she's like, damn, this thing's thick.
Yeah, he's a thick boy. Like the AC for this is not because it's nimble. It's essentially not moving. All right. Anything else?
That will do it for my turn.
Okay. Next up is the dragon will take one of its legendary actions.
I know, of course.
Alright. It's going to... Like, you see the blue dragon kind of, like, look over to where Skull and Dez are currently hiding.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
And, like, you see, like, there's, like, energy in its mouth as it goes, like... And it throws a thunder wave. Like, it throws a projectile that impacts the pillar, and the entire thing explodes.
Oh, shit.
So make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
You thought you were safe? Think again.
I got a 17.
17, you will take half damage. That will save it. You like kind of like look at it and you're just like, and then you see it coming right at the pillar, like oh shit, and kind of like duck away.
Is that from the column?
Yeah, like there's just shrapnel and like a thunder wave, everything, and all that kind of stuff. So you will take 4 damage. Skull does not quite have the foresight you did, and will take full damage of 8.
Jeez.
Which
Think
could
you
be
mean
worse.
sheesh.
Sheesh. I'll take damage.
Yasadi kind of like recovers from her mace basically bouncing off of the dragon's thigh, and you see like her kind of like grip her mace, and you see like little bits of frost kind of encase the mace a little bit, and then she swings it back. That's a natural 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what Yasadi does. Okay. All right, that's not terrible. So you see the mace kind of like come into like right on the knee, like right where she wanted to get,
Yeah.
and like the ice just kind of like crashes and bursts out, and then you kind of like see it slow, like all the shards kind of like realign and then pierce back into the knee of the draconic monster.
Yeah.
So that'll
Get its ass.
that'll have a little bit of an effect on its mobility. Nice swing, yes. Next up is Jonas.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt as a level 2 spell. At disadvantage because of poisoned. I'm gonna use luck on that. Better 18 damage.
18 is not gonna do it. Not quite. And mostly it's and you're not quite sure if it's because of its AC or once again like you cast it and it just didn't feel quite right.
Okay.
Like it didn't follow the direction that you were trying to give
It
it.
didn't have the same feel to it.
Yeah, it was just off. Just
Okay.
something was wrong.
I'm gonna use my bonus action then to do my what's it called? Convert sorcery points. So I'm going to spend my last sorcery point to bring back a level 1 spell.
Okay. Fair enough.
That ends my turn.
Okay. Whisper, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna get up and give it a couple more stabbies.
All right, you have disadvantage.
On the first one or all of them?
All of them.
Nar.
As like you can feel like the cold, which is something that you're not used to. Like it's slowing you down.
Yeah.
Usually your breath, like it's refreshing to have that cold coming in. But this time, like your joints feel a bit sore. You feel like sluggish.
This is an extreme cold. The first one's a 13, which I know don't do it. It was a disadvantage and I had an 18.
Yeah.
Naturally, dude.
That was my first one for mine. Yeah.
And then, with disadvantage, it's a 1.
Like a natural one?
A natural 1.
Roll that again.
9.
9 altogether?
To attack?
Yeah.
Oh. 16 altogether.
You miss to the extent that one of the heads, let's say the blue dragon that just threw the thunder wave, kind of like looks down, sees you kind of stabbing, sees you like falter just a little bit, and its head comes down and grips onto your arm. So it's just like biting onto your arm. So you're now grappled.
Ouch.
By the way, Jonas, because he threw that trident still in it, he's using the longsword with the blue arcane focus. So the last 2 spells have been used for that. He's just like, trying to get used to this thing.
I like that. I like that. It's a little bit of flavor. That's cool. All right. So it's Whisper's turn. Next up is the monster. And
I am in danger.
We need more cowbell.
We should really find a way to cast, like, sleep.
Sleep?
Well, Tasha's hideous laughter.
Tasha's hideous sleep.
What?
sleep doesn't get right into it.
No.
Sleep's
you can't
hideous.
attack if it's asleep.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to roll enough hit points for this motherfucker.
That's a fair. Tasha's hideous laughter it is.
All right, let's do something. Let's do something fun with this because this is how. Because like the blue dragon wants to do something, but he's got a mouthful of silver dragons. So basically, what happens is I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. Don't fail me this time. Come on. Statistics.
You got it.
Go fuck we go.
Did it got it?
No, but I have an okay Constitution save. Maybe I'll. No, it's an 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of like how you saw with the just thunder energy that it was channeling before, you feel that like being pumped into your arm as you're like your bones are like rattling. So you failed your Constitution save, so you drop your rapier.
Poopy.
And you also take 3 thunder damage. Terrible roll. The other thing that's going to happen is what's up?
You're retired. Those 3 really bad rolls in a row.
As the blue head does that, the red head looks at Jonas, who keeps trying to throw stuff at it, and just you see like the flames flicker out of its mouth, and it just as it does a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Woof.
I feel like it might.
Yeah, it's a pretty good feeling. I mean, it's actually not a great feeling.
Yeah, that's 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Owie! Owie!
Stupid.
This time that goes off. Horos, you see is the bright orange tourmaline at the top of his staff like glows bright this time. As he tries to do that again, and this time the monster is not able to resist the enlarge reduce.
So wait.
So how do I do this?
the little purple one.
The little purple one?
The little purple guy's smaller.
Yeah, I need a smaller one. Where's the little purple one?
He's in the deep box.
Am I still grappled if he's
Actually-
smaller now?
I forgot,
yes, you
John.
are.
So
Okay.
if I use a full action to use a spell, but I'm using crossbows, can I still do a bonus action to attack with a crossbow? Actually, no. Well, let's see. Because I think
If you use a spell, your bonus action can't be another attack.
okay.
Whoop!
And if you have attack with a bonus action spell, it's fine.
Boy's leaning.
I guess it depends on.
Shimmergoon.
Alright. You are still grappled, yes.
Okay.
He's just as big as you are. He is more than capable of grappling you if he wants to. Especially since now he like shook your arm up and you're kind of like you can't really feel your arm at this point. Yeah.
Oh, my bones. Oh, bones.
in my bones.
All right, interesting.
Well, you should have taken damage when I started this turn. I don't even know what I got.
What have you done?
Apparently I rolled.
I did not mean to.
Okay.
This is turn.
Next up is Adi's turn.
Next up is Adi's turn.
So
Yeah.
you saw this
Yeah.
gigantic five-headed monster kind of like
Yeah.
and you see it kind of like shrink suddenly after like a few little bits of strange distortion.
Yeah.
And now it's still large. It's about as big as Whisper. But yeah, it's definitely not quite the claustrophobic fight that it just was.
Go ahead and cast Sanctuary. So
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out to my best bro over in the corner. And
Yeah.
tell her to go ahead and shoot off some more arrows because she's all safe and shit. Because I'm gonna use Voice of Authority and that means you get to attack.
What does Sanctuary do again?
Sanctuary wards a creature. Any creature who targets the warded creature must make a Wisdom saving throw first
Okay, so you're doing Sanctuary for Des.
for Des. But I'm also using Voice of Authority because I'm a really, really cool cleric and shit. And so Des gets to hop another.
Des is gonna feel inspired to be like, okay, shoot, 19.
You seem to be hitting pretty well, so.
It's gonna be 11 damage.
Okay.
Just another
Okay, so you
sending
have
it right towards.
a minute of that.
All right.
How long are rounds in this fight?
What's that?
How long is a round in this fight? We go 6 or 10 seconds.
Let's go 10 seconds.
Ooh.
I just like 10 seconds more.
6 seconds is very short.
It also makes things that are 1 minute, like spells that are 1 minute long, 10 rounds, which
Fucking
is just ridiculous, honestly.
Let's not make it long.
Yeah.
I think 6 rounds for a 1 minute spell is more than adequate.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I also agree.
Yeah, so you have that for a minute, and it's not concentration, so I still have Spirit Guardian up.
What is it?
If they target you, they have to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm sick.
Okay. That Skull is going to pick themselves up from prone because he was just like ears are ringing. You kind of see him. Look at that. He's going to take up all of his movement, but he's going to take the bow off out of the back of his back and be like, and unleash an arrow. You can see he's kind of like. Again. You see these 2 arrows kind of like, and one of them just, you see it hit the membrane of a wing and just bounce away. And you see another one just kind of like glancing off of another like head crest, and you just see Skull just like. Either way, Ace, who turns around to see the thing just kind of like shrink, is like, Oh, excellent! And then he rushes forward from because of the reduction in size. Now the monster kind of has to like turn in order to keep you a little bit thing. As I wasn't going to give any flanking bonuses because you had 5 heads, but now I think we're going to do some rolls to see if they do that. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, so Ace is going to do that. Come on, Ace. Come on, Ace. I don't do it. Okay. Boy gets 3 attacks and he's like, nope. Lol. Alright, well. He kind of like clank, clank. And you see like a little bit of blood come out of the back of the monster. And it's tough going. It's like he's like trying to mine for gold on that thing and it's just not working. Next up is Dez.
Dez is gonna be like, oh, hell with this, and she runs up to the dragon up close to try to benefit from.
20, 25, 30.
Do I get flanking because I'm up close like that?
Not at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. Dez is going to use 3 poison bolts.
Oh.
Now, actually, I'm curious. So, the poison bolt itself gave an additional d6 of poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just double check. Okay, 3 poison bolts. Is one still grappling whisper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's alright.
I mean, it for all intents and purposes, it is one creature.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
11.
Mm-hmm.
And a 12.
One of those will hit. 30, 20 will get through.
Alright. I'll roll 3 of them. That's going to be... This was the poison. So that's going to be 13 piercing damage, 3 poison damage, and make a constitution save.
18.
Yeah. no poison.
Yeah. Alright, so that's how much damage?
That was 13 piercing and 3 poison.
16 damage. Okay. It's getting a little bit nicks, some cuts, some nicks. Nothing. It's not bloodied. I'm not trying to like tell you that, but you're whittling it down, and it's kind of getting pissed off.
Yeah, I bet it probably is.
So what it's gonna do? It's gonna take one of its legendary actions, and let's do a cone of poison damage from the green dragon, which hasn't had a lot of things. Like you see, kind of like air being sucked into like some of the holes on its crest, and we're going to need Dez, Adi, Whisper, and Jonas are all going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Does it have to
Oh, yeah,
make a wisdom save on that one or no?
Does it have to make a wisdom save for targeting?
Not for AoEs, I don't think.
It's not very specific.
Yeah.
It says a harmful spell or attack.
That's
But it does say target the warded creature.
He's not really targeting it though.
AoE is specifically not targeting.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. I actually, in a way, kind of want this. I want to use the spell.
What type of one?
I want to try it.
Constitution.
Sure.
I've kind of wanted to try this damn spell forever.
15 for me.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
13.
So everyone saves except for Adi.
Okay.
And everyone who did not save, you want to take 10. And then the rest will take 5.
I'm gonna use absorb elements.
How does this go?
Second level.
What kind of damage?
This is poison damage.
Okay.
Everyone ready? You used absorb elements.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Oh, I gain resistance to the triggering attack, and then I also absorb some of it to use for my next attack.
So you gain resistance, so you're down to 2 damage.
Sick. Well.
Okay.
It's gonna make con save. Nice. Pass.
Yep.
Concentrating.
Okay. Alright, next up is Yasari, who, emboldened by her successful attack on the knee and then it subsequently shrinking down, is like, oh! And just tries to wail on its knee again.
Shatter, 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 shatter.
Oh. Just barely doesn't. Just barely doesn't get through. So she like comes back and she comes up with it, and then the monster kind of like raises its foot to like block it and then push it back. Because it's still very large. It's still bigger than she is. So that would be Jonas, but it's the monster's going to take another legendary action. And one of the red dragon's going to kind of like turn to look at Korast, who's just got done casting a spell. He's just like, and it's gonna blast it with 2 bolts. Yeah, one of those hits.
I really gotta stop it with those legendary actions.
It can't. It can't help it. It's got so many brains.
It's got 5 brains.
Five whole brains.
If I really wanted to be a dick about it, I could have given it 4, but that seemed a bit much. Alright, so Korast kind of like tries to do like the Matrix dodges out of instinct, and he dodges one, and he's like, ah, and then he gets hit right in the chest with another firebolt. He's gonna make a concentration check. See if he can
Keep it small.
to see if it stays small. Gets. What's the thing for a concentration check? Is that
Constitution.
Right, but what's the DC?
It's 10 as the minimum you can do, or half of the damage.
Okay. So, the minimum is 10. He rolled an 11, so he's fine. The monster stays at a reduced size. Which means that now it is Jonas' turn.
Alright. Jonas is gonna like look at the sword. This time you look. And he's going to point at the trident that's sticking in it. And he's going to cast Witch Bolt at 2nd level again.
Okay.
Aiming for that, essentially that trident where it's right inside it.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Luck it.
Why are you rolling disadvantage?
I'm poisoned.
Ah, true.
Yeah. So I'll use the... You get to choose with luck, so I'll use the 14. 14 plus 6 is 20.
20 will hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Your spell goes off without a hit.
Alright, that is level 2, so the initial damage is a 2d12, but then after that it just stays at 1d12. 3 plus 10, so 13 lightning damage. Yeah, 13 lightning damage.
Okay, 13 lightning
And I am
damage.
concentrating that. So.
Alright. It's a good point. Let me put these concentration rings onto Korast.
Luck
and
coming in
also-
clutch.
Luck is a pretty good spell. Pretty good feat.
Yeah, because
And
a
he's
lot
also
like
concentrating.
disadvantage, and but then I roll luck, and then I get to choose out of those.
Auditing is also concentrating, however, I don't think I only have 2 of those.
Oh, I thought there were way
I'll just put a hair tie on her, because that sounds right.
Now, do you have concentrating on you?
I thought there were a lot.
No,
more
but
concentrating.
We already
we'll
did.
put one on,
When
yeah,
you
just for
want
fun.
concentrate.
Please, if you can find it in your heart, please donate more concentration rings to me. I need so many of them.
I thought-
Everyone's always casting.
I thought we had
Not
like
me.
5. So I don't know where
I'll
they
look
are.
for some more in a second, but yeah. I'm not going to interrupt the flow of the game for that. We're just going to use hair ties because I think it's funny.
Thank you, Cat, for donating.
Yeah, shout out to Cat for using hair ties. Alright. Next up is Whisper.
Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my Frost Rune
Uh-huh.
with a and there'll be like this crackling of ice crystals down the seams of my clothes. And all that does is it gives me +2 to any ability checks and saves in Constitution or Strength.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna break my fucking grapple.
Okay. Well, he is reduced. He is under the effects of reduced, which means that he has disadvantage on strength saving throws and ability checks. So we're gonna make an athletics competing save, and he's at disadvantage for it.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a low roll, my man. He rolled a 7.
I rolled a 23.
All right, you are able to just kind of like pry the blue dragon's mouth open and pull your arm out, and it kind of like rears back.
Can I try to sleight of hand to grab my fucking sword?
Sure.
Yeah. No. Where'd I have advantage? Yeah. Yeah. I got a 20. Natural 20.
So you get your sword. I don't know how to reward that besides you just get your sword.
That's fine.
Congratulations! You pick it up with such speed that
You
it
just
is.
you stomp on the hilt and it does a little flip and you grab it.
Fuck yeah.
You like
yeah.
pry it
That's
off,
a
throw
fancy
it,
sword
stomp on the
grab.
hill. Ching!
Yeah,
That's reward enough.
that's right.
That's
Look
pretty
at that.
sweet.
This saved my neck. I forgot. I forgot. This little A helped me.
Yeah.
I bet you that's it's either one of the runes gives me advantages
Probably.
and stuff.
All right, so that's not your action. What do you want to do?
It wasn't?
No, you got to roll the 20. Let's go.
Yo! Okay. And then I'm gonna stab it. Cause what else do you do?
I don't know. You tell me.
Is it?
Nar.
I mean, you do like dragons.
Cast necromantic spell.
Not this one. This one kind of already bit me in a way that I did not consent to.
True.
So, the first one is a 26.
Yeah.
The second one is a 17.
No.
Okay.
Nar.
Nar.
All right.
Okay, that's 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 1 is. Wait, I have a piercer thing. Reroll damage. 3. Okay, so 17 damage. Piercing.
Wow.
Piercer lets me reroll damage.
Pierce is a good spell. Is a good spell. Blech. A good feat. I don't know why I keep saying that. All right. After Whisper's turn, which I imagine that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the monster's turn, and he will give a big What's that?
He has to take a wisdom saving throw real quick, and take damage because if he fails, he takes half damage from my little groom shies.
17.
That does in fact pass, which means he takes 5 damage. 5 whole necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Because Groomsh is really, really awesome and shit and wants to protect me.
Well, he's going to kind of wing flap, in a direction like this way. So I'm going to need Dez and okay. That's
Coral?
That's that's Chorus. That's Isadi. I couldn't find the person with the big mace.
Oh, big mace, yeah.
So both you guys, if you want to make take your reaction to make an attack, it's going to cost you you're going to pass a Constitution saving throw. So do you want to make an opportunity attack? Isadi will be doing that because she sees blood.
Oh, mood.
Des will just kind of like duck out of the way.
Okay. Alright, so does okay. So you kind of duck out of the way as it kind of flies backwards. or sideways as it tends to be. Yasadi will see the opening as it's moving and just kind of like take the mace, like uppercut it, and it will, and like the black dragon head kind of like looks over and just takes it right on the jaw as it flies upwards and takes damage. Unfortunately, Yasadi, because she did not save the second part of that, she will fly backwards and hit this wall, because that just seems to be what happens to Yasadi, unfortunately. She'll take some damage from that, and a bunch of books will fall on her because it's funny to me.
Bullying her.
Right? I didn't even like her that much. Dang.
I like Yasadi very much, but it's funny to see her mad.
I was hoping you would like her a lot.
I do like her a lot.
I'm trying to set you two up.
We can all bone dragons. It's for the best. It's for the greater good.
I need to rename this this campaign to just Dragon Bone.
Dragon Bone!
Next time on Dragon Bone Pillars of Creation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dragon Ball people.
Yeah, is that what we're not just the campaign, the entire group. Not listing
my
locations anymore. We're just Dragon Bone.
Dragon Bone, Dragon Bone, Dragon Bone. I've already drawn all these logos, don't make me.
Dragon Bone and D.
Alright. That's Whisper's turn. So that's the monster. Alright, the monster, after flying backwards, you see once again the red dragon kind of like little cracks and sparks coming out of its mouth as it's going to just kind of like cone this entire area. So that's going to be
That's weird.
all four of you plus Ace plus Skull. Make I want to say dexterity saving throws, but just go ahead and make a saving throw
God.
as it is.
Can I go back to being Constitution?
Nope.
Shit.
Not a good.
Brutal. Brutal. Buddy.
I actually got a not bad roll. Even with the -2.
Look at you.
I know.
You've transferred the curse.
My first good roll.
I've passed every save up until now.
Look at that sparkly gold dice. Every inch of it is covered in glitter.
I love that die. Obsessed with that die.
Which one?
My glittery
The glittery
gold
Oh,
dice.
yeah.
That is literally nothing but glitter.
It's even more glittery than the Scanlan dice.
The one you
Those are
retired is so pretty.
massive.
I love this die so much.
Okay.
What is this? Okay, this is
Alright, what did everybody roll?
5.
17.
Got an 11.
Dexterity? 16.
Alright, so Whisper and Audie, you do save your dexterity saving throw. The other two do not. So that is going to be 28 fire damage. Half if you save.
Yeah.
Okay, we either gotta kill this bitch or run away, guys. This is not okay.
So now we run
28.
away.
28 fire damage.
I go unconscious.
Okay.
Oh, bitch.
The fire breath is the big thing.
Yeah. That hit hard.
You see why I was like, oh shit, when she rolled the
Breaks my
fucking...
concentration, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're no longer concentrate.
How does the concentration roll work again? It's
If you're unconscious, you can't concentrate.
well, no. What's the concentration?
Minimum of 10 or half.
14 is the concentration saving throw. If you did that, and if you did half, it is 10.
I make mine.
Okay.
With a 15.
Hunter's mark is broken.
Okay. Jonas and fire do not mix. Alright, after that is Koros, who kind of like sees what's happening there and kind of like looks. He's like, he's going to do that. You are conscious, so he's going to try and kind of shield you.
Okay.
with his extremely frail body.
Gay.
He likes Jonas.
I can tell.
Yeah. He'll also do a
Dragon bone. Dragon bone.
rude. Okay, he is going to come over to you, and he's going to just like do a little burning, like clap his hands together as fire kind of in a fan away from him.
Okay.
Kind of engulfs the dragon, and the dragon just kind of like looks at him, and like 3 of the heads like glare at him, and they just roar at him. As it doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Next up is Adi.
Yeah, it is. Addie's trying to figure out how she wants to heal Jonas.
That's good. This feels like a mid 2000s video game fighting soundtrack.
A little bit.
You know.
Oh, that
It
would
just
take 10
feels
minutes.
like
I'm definitely not doing that.
Any minute now, Iron Maiden's gonna come in and be like,
Pushing on into battle!
Yeah. You know, like I'm thinking like Capcom. Like, was it Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. Adi, what's going on?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at a 2nd level on Jonas.
Okay.
So that's 2d4 plus 4. Just pull out my little tiny die. Oh, that's extra little tiny. You get 10 whole hit points.
Double it.
Whoa!
You get 20 whole hit points.
I'm 3 under when I went down.
So the 23 weapon. You know, like you get hit.
I honestly thought about using my bonus action to heal myself too. And I would have been fine if I did.
Yeah?
Like what's in that grass?
On a level
Like
of
Scoops.
1 to max hit points, which one of you looks
You
the
literally,
most
like, on your way down from being
I have
passed out, you're
18.
like,
Des is looking a little fucked up.
Yeah.
you'll probably pick Des
We're
over.
the same. Oh, but anyway, I'll
you're
move.
passed out for like 3
Where is
seconds.
this?
And before you're even able to fall down,
Pretty
you're
close
back
to
up.
you, actually.
What's that?
He's like right next to you.
Who's she?
Des.
That I am.
Fury.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Where?
move over to Days, and hopefully still be within 15 feet of the dragon thing. I'll just move back.
Yeah, you're within 15 feet by
I
the
was
rules.
gonna say,
By the rules
I
of that.
can just move back afterwards because I have a lot of movement.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do a simple health checkup with the what are they called? Healing kit.
Okay.
And restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points.
Okay.
So I have to see if it doesn't require a DC. So it's just a thing.
Okay. So go ahead and heal 1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus 4 hit points.
And just like as a. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're healing yourself?
No, Des.
Oh, Dad, okay.
Wait,
That's right.
that may not have been one of the ones that I took. Let me make sure it actually is. It's not. I can't actually do it like that. I'm sorry.
No.
That's,
So what are you going to do then?
No, healer.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm gonna. We can cast a spell and a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna smack myself a little bit in the face and hit myself.
Go ahead.
As long
Get
as
back to
one-
fight Eddie.
As long as one's a
Action
bonus
is a
action,
bonus
one's an
action.
action, then yes.
Yep. Then I beat myself up and hit myself.
No, don't beat yourself up. You're fine.
But I get 8 extra hit points because I'm awesome.
Heals Jonas, punch us in the face. That's better.
You feel better.
I feel a lot better. Yeah.
Alright, so what did you do? You give yourself like 5 temporary?
They're 8. You're right, and they are temporary. Good
8
point.
temporary hit points? Pretty good.
I mean, they only last for a round, but yeah.
Oh, well.
I have to do them again afterwards, but it's cool.
Okay. So is that everything?
That's it. I make sure that I'm within 15 feet of the dragon so that the eyes will still batter it.
15. Well, do the eyes move?
They stay in a circle around me.
They follow you.
Yeah, in a 15-foot radius. So I make sure he's inside that radius so that the eyes will attack him on his
Move
turn.
up one more. Then.
Yep.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Alright, Skull kind of walks up a bit, sees that your hunter's mark fall off, and he'll cast his own hunter's mark.
Oh.
Can he not cast Hunter's Mark when I've already Hunter's Marked it?
You can.
He can.
Oh, he just...
He just didn't. But now he is. And it goes through, and... Oh wait, no, I don't have to roll if he hits or not, it just happens. Right? There's no to hit for it.
No, it just happens.
Alright, yeah.
Just
So he has hunter's mark.
The only thing that doesn't, that affects it is your shackling. Otherwise, it just hits.
Otherwise, it just works.
Otherwise, it works. In a perfect world, it works.
Otherwise, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Make your dreams come true.
I don't have any dreams.
Die.
Well, then die.
Then perish.
And perish.
I only have reality.
Finally, Skull does the hunter's mark, kind of channels it through his bow, arrow back, release, right above the eye to one of them as it rears back, and he's like, fucking finally. Jesus.
Sorry, audience, for him pointing at you.
You are dying.
It's okay.
We got you.
I'm like watching the screen. It was a perfect I was like, damn, look at that. That's a promo.
Anyway, Skull's up, and that means Ace is his turn. And he will kind of do a big old jumpy jump.
Yeah.
He's fancy that way.
Because he's made of hot.
He's made of slaying pussy.
Yes!
He's the flying pussy wagon.
He keeps the train going of literally hitting 1 for 3. Guy's batting 333 the entire game. Alright. He gets a pretty good hit in. He slices into the dragon and comes slices down across the black dragon head along its neck. The dragon's looking pretty fucked up. It is now officially, if we're going back to the 4th edition, bloodied. So it's kind of like heaving and hawing, there's blood kind of dripping everywhere, but it is still it kind of focuses more now as it's realizing oh, this isn't gonna be come in and burn the entire place to the ground and win. Alright. After Ace is Dennis.
This is gonna flank.
Okay. I'll be flanking.
Alright. And I want to cast Hunter's Mark first, see if it works. No dice?
It works. It works.
Is it one of those
It works.
concentration thingies?
It works if you have concentration. You're gonna have disadvantage on concentration checks.
Oh, to keep it
Yes.
active?
Yes.
So if I get hit, then it's disadvantage to keep it active.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright. I'm going to hit this thing with 2 bolt attacks.
Here you go.
With
Have him, Captain.
poison bolts.
Ooh. You go for it.
You go, girl.
I have flanking advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. That was a really bad roll. That's not much better.
12. Second roll.
Time for new dice.
Truthfully, though.
Release right
17.
All the other ones were clunking out and was like,
Who's got? I don't know. It's like and Toby like
That sucks. I didn't get to see how it worked.
Go web, go.
Fly.
the pretty smile.
So you let 3 go and they're all poisoned?
Yeah.
Alright, so you fire off your 3 bolts.
Well, 2 bolts.
Two of them?
Yeah, because I'd use the bonus action.
So one of them is going to just kind of like bounce off of the hide. You hear a little clink, and then another one's going to go flying towards the red dragon head, and then you just see the green dragon head kind of like crunch it and bite it and swallow it.
And get poisoned?
It's muted poison.
Oh, fair. Ooh. Fair points.
Interesting.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not mad. You're
Are you
mad.
sure you're not mad? Are you sure?
Are
Are
you not me yet?
you
Mr.
sure?
Obama?
I'm not mad. You're mad. Shut up.
We lost so many viewers because I just said that, honestly.
I feel like my bad jokes would have lost them by now if they were going to be lost.
Alright, it's going to take one of its legendary actions. Take 2 firebolt attacks, one against Koros and one against not you, but Skull.
I was gonna say if he attacked me, he has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, it does.
I think it doesn't process that that's what's happening, but because of the magic of the spell, it's like not thinking about it. Alright.
Unless did you fail your saving throw? Is
Nope.
It's,
Both of them hit.
Sanctuary is not like
Skull doesn't seem to get hit too bad, but Koras does take it straight to the chest once again because he just can't. He doesn't have the ability to get out of the way in time.
how's he looking?
whatever I call it.
Koras?
Yeah.
He's taken 2 firebolts, so he's not looking exceptionally great, but like he's fine.
Okay.
He's not like laboring. He's just like his clothes are singed and he's kind of like. It's hard to tell with him because he's kind of rickety to begin with.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oof. That's unfortunate. Skull is able to save. Koros does not. Koros is going to lose his concentration. And we're going to need a few interesting little interactions here because.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
You make so many lies.
I want Dez, I want Whisper, I want Syrian to make strength saving throws.
New challenger has arrived.
The same challenger has re-arrived.
Oh, dude. Let's not use that die. Got a 9.
Okay. You are knocked back as the spell comes out and the thing grows back and it just kind of like punts you backwards. And you fall down. Make a base concentration DC 10 with disadvantage. There you go.
Dice down, dice down.
I got 10.
There you go. You're fine.
Yeah!
You are, however, knocked prone.
Shit.
Whisper.
15.
You're fine. And then Assyrian got a 20, dirty 20. So both of you kind of like hold up your weapons as it expands. You kind of like are knocked, like your feet get like shuffled backwards, but you don't lose your footing. So you're both fine.
Sliding a little bit.
Yeah, just a little cupid shuffle.
Cha cha real sweet now.
Cha real smooth. Alright, that was Dez's turn, correct?
Mm.
How is everyone's health?
And, you know,
You know, if I was to put it in
Oh, I had
scale of
advantage
1 to
over-
38,
It's
20.
Did you say I took like just bludgeoning damage? Oh.
Oh, good.
So-
I'm less than
so
half.
You're missing about.
It's about half.
Okay.
I'm about 3rd. or 4th, actually.
You're missing a 4th, you're at a 4th.
I'm at a 4th.
Okay. In that case. 5, 10, 20. We're going to. She's going to come down and kind of like rest her hand on your shoulder as like this bright, like not silver, but like with like a grayish silver, like a platinum almost, you would say.
Ooh,
Comes into your, like just kind of like flows into your body, and she heals you for.
He's picking Wolverine.
No.
Yes.
You heal for 13 damage. Or 13 hit points, sorry.
Nice job. Up next.
14 hit points, it said? Mm-hmm. She's gonna be like,
This is good shit.
you're a fantastic person. I don't care what Adi says about you.
You're just killing my fucking
Hold
love.
on. What would she say?
This is more.
Alright, after that, she kind of rolls her eyes, points at the, points her hand at
Addy?
the. No, not at Addy. That would be funny.
Oh no!
At the monster,
Not me.
and you see like a guiding, you see like a platinum silvery bolt jump out towards the dragon, and then the red dragon kind of like looks at it, spits out a firebolt, and they kind of both cancel out and explode.
Very cool.
Cool.
Cinema.
Trying to create some atmosphere.
I love it. I love it.
Atmosphere.
Some atmosphere. After Yasadi, the dragon's going to take a legendary action. Kind of like step forward just a second. And then he's going to do his Frost Nova in a 15-foot cone or burst around him,
Okay.
which is Syrian, Whisper, Adi, 2 of the thing, and Des. So I don't think it's you. No. Yeah, so
No
Des,
genres.
Whisper.
Okay, not
No
that
genres.
dice then.
Des, Whisper, and Adi.
And that's
Make Constitution saving throws.
21.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
12.
That's not pretty good.
No. Shit.
It's like one of the first ones you fit.
No, I fail every Constitution save despite being a Dragonborn and getting extra oomph on my Constitution saves.
That's why you're a +5. Shit.
Yeah, and I have +2 with my Froster, and I just keep rolling Garbo.
What did you roll?
A natural 5.
Okay. Alright, so
13.
13. Ah! Okay. And then you got a 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of the monster's next turn.
This is the one that I didn't even care about.
There
Did the
goes my
monster
plan.
start his turn or take a legendary action?
That's not.
So start its turn.
That doesn't do
What?
Then
damage.
its next turn.
Okay, but he didn't just start a turn, he used
No.
a legendary action.
No, instead it is Whisper's turn.
I think I got skipped.
You did.
You did get stiff just now. John, it's your turn.
Okay, and a real quick question. How long does the poison last?
A minute.
Okay, so
It
we're
is
probably...
4 rounds.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Alright, so I'm gonna get up. Am I still proning this in, right?
No.
No? Okay, so I'm gonna go...
I decided that it was, you fainted and healed so
like in
quickly
the
that
middle
you
of...
literally
fainting,
like
pretty
fainted, but then didn't fall.
much. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna run up to the dragon. I'm trying to get to my trident, essentially, is what I'm trying to do.
Right. I'm going to allow Whisper to make a 5-foot step this way to allow you to do that.
Okay.
Because otherwise, it's getting a little
Crowded.
crowded.
I'm just gonna take the trident out and shove it back in. So
You're
if
trying
I-
to grab it while it's stuck in it.
Yeah, so if I need to use my bonus action, that's fine.
Make an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
Or acrobatics, you can choose. I figured athletics is where you're at.
Athletics is definitely my thing. Disadvantage for skill checks. Okay, it's not worse. That much worse, at least. 15 total. I'm +6.
15, I'll allow you to do that.
Okay.
Alright, so you're able to make the attack roll, so now you have to.
Okay, cool. So take and then just shove it straight back in.
Yep.
So
Like you get having like you're coughing, like you're poisoned, so you're like
Yeah.
trying to fight through it.
that's not great. Yeah. 12 to hit.
Well, the hit. Alright, so like you come forward and like you, as you're like all the exertion, like you feel like your head kind of swim for a second and you kind of like lose your balance. Like by the time you like shake it off, you're able to like you hit it.
Yeah.
But it, there wasn't enough oomph behind it because you kind of like your head swam and your muscles kind of relaxed until like
yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of stagger a little bit and just
Yeah.
trying to regain my footing.
All right. Now it's Whisper's turn.
I'm gonna start by taking my second win
Okay.
because I feel like any minute now I'm gonna get unlucky and I'm gonna get one shot.
It's very possible.
So that's fucking 8 hit points because it's not supposed to be a whole bunch.
If it makes you feel better, the actual recharge for its big attack only applies when it's its turn. It doesn't get one every time it takes a legendary action.
For the rough charge.
For the recharge.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna attack despite my disadvantage because
Yeah.
what am I gonna
Sometimes
do?
you gotta. Sometimes you just gotta fight through it.
The only other thing I have is a breath weapon, which is 2d6, which is gnar. So
Gaily forward.
gaily forward. All right,
Wait, is it like a dex save for your breath weapon?
it's a con save.
Oh.
It's a do you give a shit save instead of a get out of the way save.
11 is a no. 9 is a no. And I'll action surge.
Nice.
That one's gonna do it. That's a 24.
That will hit.
And just finish.
So you just like grit through the stiff joints and the little coating of frost that's holding you back. And that action surge, like give me something for that. Give me a role play for that kind of what you're doing here.
I kind of. Okay, so I'm used to being cold. We know this.
Yes.
But I also just did a whole bunch of freezing in my own joints to make them stronger. So I'm fighting the ice in my joints, trying to hold them back, and pushing on that ice that's trying to make them tougher. And you just see me just billowing cold that looks like steam.
Nice.
And she just, you hear like cracking, like she's moving for the first time in years as all of her joints just crack, 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 like snapping knuckles, and she finally gets one in.
Nice. Roll for damage.
On that one is gonna be 14 piercing.
It's
I
not
put-
bad.
Because I put the extra Giant's Might damage on
On top
there.
of it.
And then I've got one more stab to attempt. We'll see if it lands.
It will.
Okay. No, alright, that's a natural one.
Reroll a natural 1.
19.
You're fine. Alright. So you miss. Like, you're trying, like, in this, like, just, like, the little bit, like, kirk, and then you're just like, and, like, you kind of, like, your posture's just a bit off, and it kind of deflects off of the monster instead of piercing through its hide. But no negative effects from the natural one. So now, is that at the end of your turn?
Yeah, I've burned all my action economy.
Okay. Just going to roll to see if it gets its charge back,
It's also gonna make a wisdom save, right?
I suppose. Natural 1.
Ooh.
It takes 11 whole damage, unless you really feel like doubling it, because that'd be cool. But
What type is it?
necrotic.
Necrotic.
It's those little boils and poor little dragon scalies popping off.
I don't want to do that. I think I don't want to do that.
Oh.
Big owie. Alright. Turn. It's gonna see like all these people kind of like grouped around it, and it's going to. You just see its. You see its wings like as much as it can, just kind of like. Foof, foof, and everyone's going to make. Like literally everybody is going to make a strength saving throw.
Even Des.
No, not Des.
She's
You're
like,
good. Good point. Not dead.
Because it's like flying over her, just like
Yeah, that's fair.
hair's flying in the wind.
You said something correct.
Are you prone right now, or are you?
Yeah, I'm still prone.
Okay.
Alright.
Her hat's probably gonna go flying though.
Not the hat. That's not okay.
Strength save is a 17.
27.
10.
How you guys roll? You two both save. So like you see like the big gust of wind just whoosh over you. Adi, who fails, is not able to able to adjust her body and is flown backwards 15.
Sure. Wow. For sure.
Not against the wall, so that's good.
You kind of like smack into Korast as well.
Oh.
No damage, but it's just like ugh. And you're not prone or anything. You just get knocked backwards.
Cool.
Kind of like makes it a little bit easier for him to target somebody.
Right.
And he's going to look down at. He's going to look to Whisper, who just got some damage on him. And you see a claw come forward, trying to just like a freaking karate man straight through your chest. That is a natural 20.
Ouch! And I
So-
can't cloud rune it, so, salute.
A captain always goes down at the
Oh no.
Fuck me up.
It's 25 damage.
Interception. I'm gonna put my shield out in the way.
Uh-huh.
Natural 10 plus 3, 13 of that gets negated.
So what did I say?
25.
25
So
minus
12.
13, so 12 damage then.
I had 26 health points, so I was gonna be okay. Barely.
So you see this freaking four-fingered claw coming like straight at you, like gonna fucking trying to grab and rip your heart out, and you just see his shield like just in the nick of time, like it still like gets into you, like it hurts, like goes through your freaking through your
My
cuirass.
fucking jacket.
Yeah, through your armor, and then you just strips out, but like the shield is just able to like make it so that it wasn't like it was like 3-4 inches deep instead of like 7 inches deep.
Oh, you're right, Whisper.
Oh, thanks to you. Jeez.
close one.
You have no idea.
That's so great. I love that. It's excellent. All right. Next up, Korast is going to try. Actually, what he's going to do is he sees you. You're really big.
Mhm.
You're like, interesting. Well, it didn't work on him quite as well, but you cast Enlarge on Jonas. I'm gonna
Hell
get
yeah,
an
buddy.
Enlarge thing.
Get
for
Lord.
Jonas. I'm gonna get
Battle of the
all
Giants.
those.
What round are we on?
This should be a 5th now.
What benefits do you get?
For Enlarge?
Yeah. Obviously not the same as my...
Not exactly.
You can get an
Enlarge,
extra D8.
the target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. This growth increases its size by 1 category from medium to large. If there is enough room, blah blah blah. Until the spell ends, the target has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapon also grow to match its new weapon size. This weapon enlarge increases the target's attacked by 1d4 extra damage.
Oh, 1d4. Cool.
Okay, so you get 1d4 instead of 1d6, and you also don't get, there was one other thing I get, hold on.
So you do a little bit extra damage,
Okay, sounds good.
and you get advantage on strength checks. And you're
Well,
also
this-
heavy as shit, I guess.
This is fucking cool.
Shield's bigger.
Looks at try to everything's bigger.
Yeah, it's the same except
Chuck's
you
pants.
get-
Everything's bigger.
Everything.
Adi is up now.
Sure. Is Jonas still poisoned?
Yes.
He is poisoned for one more round.
Where is Jonas in compared to Addie? John?
Adi was blown backwards 15 feet, so she's about 15 feet away
There's
from
you.
Jonas.
There's me.
So I'll come up behind Jonas
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Get bigger
And
and not everybody wants a piece of me.
Isn't that right, Whisper?
He literally just saved my neck.
True.
So yeah, I'll neck him.
and I will use the healer's kit to. Well, so can I kind of figure out what he's poisoned with? I mean, obviously it's the
I
dragon.
mean, you saw the dragon kind of spit a bunch of poison at him. So if you want to make like a nature check to see what kind of poison a black dragon has, or like if you know the counter venom to a black dragon, because clearly it's black dragon venom.
Well, yeah, sure. Because I have cure disease or poison with the thing, but
Uh-huh.
it says like known poison. Can it
Oh,
be?
yeah, you know what it is.
Okay.
You're a doctor. I'm not gonna make you too much.
Then I make
Damn
a
it, Jim.
DC
Thank you.
13.
Medicine check.
Yeah,
So make a medicine check.
sure. I'll whip out a medicine check. Oh god,
I'm calling it a medicine check.
I love that. 7 plus 7 is 14.
Ooh, saved by the big number.
Yeah. So you are no longer poisoned.
That helps a lot.
Congratulations on not being poisoned.
I
Poison
look-
is a brutal
You
status
don't
effect.
look green anymore. Just kind of blue and
Well-
turquoisey.
I was lucky it wasn't saves, because that would have been a lot worse.
Yes.
Just checks and
More aggressive, like things that you're
Yeah.
trying to do,
Yeah.
not so much trying not
protecting
to.
yourself
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna smack myself back up with virtue,
Uh-huh.
so that I get 9 temporary hit points this time.
Jeez.
Okay. Very nice.
And and then make sure that I'm within 15 feet of Dragon Man. So that my spirits attack. So that-
there's no way for you to do that.
No. 15 feet?
Well, actually, if you want, let's do this. 5, 10. There we go. We'll do that instead.
Cool. Yeah, because I want groups to be able to protect me by like beating this monster.
Valid.
I would never cause him pain because first do no harm and shit, but
Okay, Skull comes up. He is going to just kind of. Where is he? Which one was? Oh, here he is. Okay. I didn't have it. I need to make sure I do that. He's going to come up. He's going to do some shooting of shoots.
Shooty McShoots.
18 damage because you got a critical hit, so you just see the arrow fly off and it hits the blue dragon head right in the eyeball, and he just got like you see it like wince and scream, like kind of coil around another dragon head, and that one kind of like shakes it off.
Very cool.
Alright, so that's going to bring it down quite a bit. And that's going to be to the top of the order, which is Assyrian, who was able to see that. He's going to do his thing, where he attacks a bunch. Probably only hit once. Yup.
still the same batting average.
Ooh, that was okay. Well, that's pretty good. He comes up and just slices across the white dragonborn's neck, and just a bunch of blood sprays out.
Ooh.
Like, it's not quite a critical hit, but he got really good catch onto that. All right, it's getting to the point now where it's just sliced to hell, and you can kind of see this dark red glow kind of emanate off of it a bit. So it's just like you see, and like every so often it goes just like,
Kind of pulsating.
yeah, very slowly, but yeah, it's pulsating now. After Assyrian is Dez, but instead of that, the dragon's gonna take one of its legendary actions. Shit. That blue dragonborn is, or not dragonborn, the blue dragon head is going to do that kind of like pulsating thunder wave and kind of like throw it right on top of Jonas.
Okay.
But Whisper and Audie have to take the dexterity saving throws. So all three make dexterity saving throws.
Can't you, my friend?
What do you
but only barely.
19.
Okay, thank you.
21.
One.
6.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I rolled piss ass on that. So the max is going to be
Okay.
4 damage if half of you save. Just sometimes it be that way.
Oh, no.
Sometimes it be that way.
It's just
I'm
like
not
a.
gonna complain.
It's just like a.
Yeah. This is your turn.
This is gonna be like, looks like you're having some performance issues. Gets Just trying to shake off some of the ice.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to get a little more flanked if I can.
It no longer can be.
Oh, that's right, because of the 5 heads. Alright, I guess I'll just die.
Also, is large.
It's huge.
Right.
Is huge.
You're large. It's huge.
Damn it. I guess I have to
Yes.
just suffer the effects of love.
Something like us. Return the slab.
What's up, Michael?
Yeah, alright.
Return the slab.
You got this, bro. Shoot the bastard.
Nope.
Nope.
16.
No.
I didn't think so. Nope. So 3 bolts go flying. She's like, shoots off. Damn.
You do that, and like it's hard to get all that stuff with your stiff joints, and like you see like the bolts fly out, and you see the white dragonborn after getting sliced up, and like kind of like roars, and just instinctively kind of spewing out like this frost breath, and it kind of like whips over and passes over your bolts, and the bolts kind of like freeze over and fall to the ground because they're too heavy now.
Damn. I'm gonna move more behind, I'm gonna try to move more behind it.
Like this.
Yeah, just get me as far as you can
You
around.
want me to leave? Like go up there? Like this?
Yeah, and I understand that it'll probably
It's
trigger,
going to take its reaction, yes.
but I think it has to make a wisdom save to attack.
It does need to do that.
So we'll see if that works.
Wisdom saving throw. I don't think that's gonna do it. Wisdom is +0, so that's an 8.
Yes!
So like it just kind of like, and then it gets distracted by a shiny object. It sees a laser pointer.
It's like Forrest Gump breaking off of his little
Yeah.
his restraint.
Oh no! All right.
All the ice coming off.
The little things he hit. I was like, yeah.
It's just spreading.
Okay. Well, either way, it does not attack you. You are able to escape to the safety of the other end of the small room that you're in. I mean, large room that you're in. Alright, that was Dez's. Next up is Yusari, who lets me ask again, how is everybody's health?
12.
12 health?
18 with some temp hit points.
18.
This is a little above half.
She's going to go up behind Whisper, and she's going to kind of like look at her, kind of like look over at somebody else, and be like,
I do the bro nod. So.
she rolls her eyes.
Fair.
That is 14 plus 4, 18 damage. 18 health
18 damage.
points.
18 damage.
18 damage. Fuck you.
I'm dead.
It could have been that way. It could have done that. It could have been that. Been done. Did that. Yeah.
Would
I
save up.
never doubt Yusari's power. She should know this.
Just fuck you up.
Bless you.
All right, and then that one more bolt. Go off. Does not hit though, unfortunately. So once again, there's like like fucking draconic laser show, and it's just shooting it down as she's trying to get a bolt of energy up into his face. All right, that's going to take a legendary action now. And let's see, what does it want to do? I think another line of poison is appropriate. So it's going to try and do a little line this way for. Actually, let's go this way. Let's do Adi and Skull are going to make Constitution saving throws.
Natural
Nice.
20.
Actually, no, Dexterity saving throws. You're natural 20.
Still a natural 20.
Okay. Well, could be that I said that. Alright, Skull unfortunately is unable to get out of the way about in time. Just barely misses it.
Can I
And
pull him
he's
out of the
coated
way
in
with
poison.
my nat 20?
What's that?
Can I pull him out of the way with my nat
I would let you do that if you were next to him.
Of course not. That's
But you are able to just kind of like.
really.
I was thinking like, and then
Yeah.
like Skull. Oh, okay,
You're just going,
Why'd you move?
Oh, I should be fine. Adi's like.
Wow.
Flawless dodge.
You're honest, you're up.
I am going to use a bonus action to put Thunder Smite on my
Ooh. Trident?
trident.
Cleveland.
And then I'm going to stabby.
Nick Stabby.
Oh,
Oh.
Please tell me I have one more. Hold on 1 second. I have one more luck.
yeah.
Okay, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. So, and I'm also going to Divine Smite. Divine Smite at second level, my last second level.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit of stuff going on here. D6.
Let's take a TV timeout so
Yeah.
that we can do all this math and dice
so
rolling.
3 plus 3, so 6 piercing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then a D8 for the trident, the cold. So 6 cold. Hey, we're good at that. And then I said Thunder Smite, didn't I?
Mhm.
Alright, Thunder Smite is 2d6. 1 plus 6, so 7 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then the Divine Smite at second level is 2d8 plus 1d8, so 3d8.
Like, as the pulsing that you guys have been noticing is keeps going, this time there's like little dust particles that are coming off of this monster. Like little golden dust, like gold, like red and gold kind of.
That can only be bad.
Yeah, like a not a mist, but like because like you can see the individual particles, but like almost like a airborne glitter.
I like glitter.
14 radiant.
Okay, it is looking mighty. Like I want to say like what? Okay, let me give you this. That was a lot of damage. Describe to me what you did with that.
Yeah, so essentially I took the trident and you see it as and just stabs it, and as the middle prong hits, right, it glows blue, and it's just and just a big sound wave emanates straight.
Like a thunder wave?
Yeah, literally just emanates, just kind of as you feel it, and it does have to make a save to see if it goes prone or not. But
Okay.
essentially, I'm just stabbing straight through it, and you just almost like if you dropped a bomb in like water and just
Mhm.
watch that shockwave happen.
Got you.
Yeah.
So it needs to make a save to or go prone.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna give it advantage on that because it's very, very big. Very
Yeah,
big.
it's fine. It's a strength save, just so you know.
What's the
DC 14.
I want you to look at that.
Yeah, yeah, 2 natural 20s. That's pretty amazing.
Well.
The 1 in 400 chance.
That is.
I'm glad you rolled it then.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
meant to be honest. It will never go prone for the rest of its life.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what it does.
I mean, how long will that be?
Okay.
It's pretty fucked up. All right, that's Jonas' turn.
Hitsu, I won't go
I'm
horizontal.
gonna say
You
that
gotta
it's-
buy me dinner first.
It's like I was gonna make it do another legendary action, but I'm gonna say it's stunned after that. Okay, that was a lot of damage, and like 2 of the heads are kind of like out of it. So I'm just gonna go right to Whisper's turn.
Stab. That's a natural 20, baby!
Or how do you want to do this?
How do I want to do this? I'm gonna see my big boy buddy in large arms.
I forgot to add a D4 to it.
Well, I mean, we can. I'll just put it. It doesn't matter.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Fucking large bros here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna watch as this guy.
Okay, as you're doing this, the particles are starting to swirl in like a cyclone around like the head of this monster. So like you can tell like something's about to happen. And then what happens?
And then this fucking sound wave shocks through. I notice that all 10 eyes are spinning in the sockets. And so I just go through and try and get it right in the jugular.
Which jugular?
The one where it all meets, right there.
Okay.
Just chunk, chunk. And just like Jonas gave me a bullseye to it. I just follow the fucking laser sight and just
like you get in there and like there's like a little bit of resistance for like half a second, and then it like slips the bone and just goes straight like right into it, like to the hilt of your rapier.
yeah.
All right. Like as you do that, and like you see all 5 of its heads just kind of like, and then it like almost tries to slump over, but it doesn't. It kind of like floats, as if it's weightless now. And like you see the cyclone above kind of like slowing, and then it starts to fall, and then all the particles start to fall back down. And like the monster's starting to melt. Like instead of like the scales are like softening and turning to sludge and darkening. And like it's happening slowly, and like everyone's watching. I need you to make a dexterity or strength save. Let's do a strength saving throw. To see if you can get out of the way of this.
Yike. 11.
Do you have advantage on strength?
I do!
You have an advantage on strength checks.
17.
That's fine. So yeah, so like you see this happening, and you're just like, and you're like trying to pull it out, and like it's stuck, and then eventually it becomes just like liquid, and like the constitution of it breaks down enough so just you can go, and it just whoops out, and you like kind of stumble backwards as like this gigantic dragon creature melts into this gigantic pool of sticky black ichor. And all of the particles kind of fall down onto it, and all the glitter kind of fades, and all the particles disappear. And you're left sitting in this room that's just, some of it's on fire, some of it's just melted from poison, some of it is just cracked from the frostbite of rapidly changing temperatures. It's not as neat as this little like blank slate looks. There's like a shattered pillar behind you guys. And you kind of
as
just
if
look at
like
each...
clockwork, it's like the Mario when the mushroom face.
Yeah, Korast also breaks his concentration on the spell, the large spell. So both of you return to normal size. This man is McDedited.
And there are totally eyeballs left in the sludge?
No. I never really considered the eyeballs to be corporeal.
Sure.
So they were just kind of around.
No, I meant the dragon's eyes, but no.
Oh no, it's not really a dragon. It melted. It completely melted.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. There's, like, a pool's worth of ichor on the ground now.
I think Forrest would probably want some of that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Addy, you want to...
You guys have it, like, on your boots, and it's, like, sticky. It's like tar, almost.
Yeah, and I just kind of... Pretty
I
disgusting.
scowl. These are new. This is new.
I
You
mean,
definitely
do we
have some
have
ichor
stuff?
on your stuff.
Do we have stuff to put it in?
Anybody want to call sanitation?
It just left the blacksmith.
A couple. You get a couple chuckles from that one.
Oh, I do actually have an empty 1-gallon jar.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and fill it with some ichor.
Are you just going to take pine salt home like that?
No, that's a 2-gallon
Oh,
jar.
okay. Sorry, I thought pine
I
salt
have
had been evicted. For
two
a second.
2-gallon jars and a 1-gallon jar, and the 1-gallon jar happens to
Where?
be empty in the bag of holding.
I know.
Well, one of them's on my hip, actually.
It's just funny that you just have a bunch
Pine
of
salt
jars,
is, right?
a bunch
Yeah.
of jugs.
I
No titty, but all the jugs.
Yeah, he's got all the jugs.
So can I get a gallon's worth of ichor, or?
Sure. I was like, should I make you roll for that? Like, no, it's just everywhere. Like, if you really want to do it, you'll be able to figure it out.
Can I make?
It's very unpleasant, though.
Can I make a survival check to see what kind of ichor it is?
Make an Arcana check.
But can it be a survival
No.
check instead?
No, you cannot.
But then why would I make it? I'm not very smart. I'm not gonna investigate things intelligent.
Just try.
It's not like. Okay, here's the thing. You're asking if you can investigate the sludge, right?
Sure.
If
It's
to
a
investigate
one.
the sludge, you need an Arcana check because you could roll natural 20 on the nature check and it would be like because it's not natural.
Sure.
Would you roll?
Non-natural one.
Oh, not natural.
Okay.
Dirty one.
Oh, so you have a negative to it.
No,
So-
I investigate things with medicine and survival stuff, not with.
Arcana.
And there's a like the DM, like not the DM's guide, the DM's guild, like the one with all of the
Oh, Hammond's Harvest.
the Hemmingway's Harvest.
Yeah.
Like for that particular
Sure.
creature,
type, yeah.
it would be Arcana.
Arcana.
So
Yeah.
Arcana.
For the appraisal of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
you see that everyone kind of like breathing heavily. You see Yasadi, who had like that platinum glow to her, it kind of fades away as she kind of like picks up her mace and dusts all of the leftover like ice and kind of tries to clean it up. Koras kind of like looks at his robes that are all burnt and singed, and you see him kind of put his hand over and like it mends together.
Can you fix my new armor too? That was pretty cool.
He kind of like looks at it.
It's got fucking claw.
Yeah, it's got like a
cuts in it.
claw, like puncture wound in it. And he's like, "You can try." And he kind of like he holds out and he tries to do like a mending spell. It doesn't quite work. It's not powerful enough. He's like, "Hold on," and he kind of tries to do a bit more. Like it's dangerous to do this, which is why he's hesitant to because it's unshackling.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, he just kind of like channels more energy, and then you feel like the weight of it kind of shift as it kind of like becomes more not liquid but like amorphous solid, like glass almost. And then you see the puncture wounds kind of like, and then the metal kind of like knits and then pops back out. And it's as if nothing ever happened to it.
I owe you one.
That's always dangerous. Next time, maybe just bring it to the blacksmith, you know? And he kind of shrugs. It's, I don't mind doing it, but be careful with all that magic. Hours. I need to actually get some dedicated things for him. Alright.
Well, one of these days, we're all going to get together and not have to face off some demons.
Doesn't seem like that's true.
Not really.
I thought that was the whole reason we had jobs.
I mean, it's certainly one of the reasons I have a job.
Plus, you guys are fine. He fainted for like 2 seconds. He's fine.
It was only 2 seconds. That's good enough.
I wasn't counting.
You fainted?
Yeah, I went unconscious momentarily.
Oh.
The Syrian kind of like walks over like, wow, guys, you guys are really good at this. We should have got you guys way long ago. This is way easier with you guys here.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys know what it was?
Does this happen often? Is this
Well,
like
and he
part
kind of
of
like
a-
scrapes the ichor off of the ground with his sword, and it kind of you can see like tendrils of it kind of
Super viscous.
Yeah, it's like well, this is fiendish ichor, so it's some kind of fiend, and I'm not sure who fucking made this thing, but
It wasn't the dragon.
they kind of like he doesn't know how to answer that question because like you can kind of look at it and be like, is it a dragon? I don't know. Is Tiamat a dragon? Are Abishai dragons? He doesn't know.
Abishai is they serve.
He doesn't say that.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
explaining it to you.
Yeah.
He kind of gives you like a
Yeah.
It seems like a dragon. That's beyond my kind of scope. I'm here to take the sword and apply it to Big Man, and then it falls to ground and dies.
Big sword applied directly to the monster.
Yeah, exactly. I applied big swords. That's my job.
Goras, what about you? Is this something that you know about?
Never can't say I've seen anything quite this monstrous, but it's definitely some kind of fiend. I would assume a devil. I assume Tiamat made this as like some kind of not avatar, but like maybe like a failed avatar. Maybe she was trying to make one and it didn't quite work out, and then she just kind of sent it off to be like a shock troop.
So there could be more like this, you think?
God, I guess so. Jeez, that's terrifying to think of. I can't imagine Tiamat being the kind to try it once and then give up after one failed attempt, if this was a failed attempt. Again, I'm speculating.
It took quite a few of us to take this down.
Yeah, it was 1v, what? 8? That's, you almost bit it there, no offense.
I did, yes.
I hear it's a habit of yours.
It's happened a few times, yes. More than I'd like.
Maybe you should be more careful of fire from now on.
Fire has been done for. Love the cold.
Is it Andrew that makes you take a level of exhaustion if you faint?
Me.
You do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I considered it, but I'm harsh on you guys. Like I give you some shit that's gonna do damage, so I don't want to punish you for doing healing stuff. I already punish you for casting the spell to begin with, so it feels a little mean to be like, oh, but it might not work. Oh, but if you do it, you'll have exhaustion. Oh, but don't fuck it up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Like it seems mean. So
Okay.
This it came at such a interesting time, didn't it?
yeah, it seems like they're still looking, and I recall somebody. I remember you guys casting some spells, and I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes, because and this is out of character. Adi did try to cast a protection zone that
went
failed,
bad. Yeah.
and she didn't realize it.
Yeah, the opposite.
So that's the thing too. And so yeah, they were made aware of your guys' location and quickly had a basically strike. I don't want to say team, but
A solution, essentially.
yeah, they came with a answer to that kind of situation. So you guys have been, and like you guys are talking now, and like as you guys are talking, some guards come in and like kind of open the door, and they see like everything's broken. Like they heard a bunch of commotion, and it took them a few minutes to get to rally and come in. But the whole thing took
Happened in a
like
minute.
it was 7 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a minute and something. So even with this slowed down time frame, it's still over in a minute. But yeah, so you see a couple guards. You don't really recognize them. It's not Smoke. It's not Calran. It's not anyone that you recognize. They all come in and they kind of like look around and they say, like they don't. Then they just see this giant pool of ichor and they're just like, ugh, what did you guys do in here?
Some light reading.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a good joke.
Ace thinks that's funny and Koras thinks that's funny, and Skull kind of like kind of stifles a laugh. He's not even think it's funny.
She does a little hat tip to the guards.
Whisper does that thing
I
where
roll
she
to
doesn't
see if
want.
they like it or not. Natural 20, no. So he's just like, and then that's a 14. Yeah. They're just kind of like, there's a time and a place, ma'am.
Sometimes it's at the library.
That's why I usually, dig shit.
Des is just gonna kind of like go over to a table and like kick up her feet, like and just start like reading something.
There's nothing here to read or anywhere to sit. This place has been obliterated.
You pick up the remnants of a book and pretend to read.
Yeah, just like.
You like pick up a page and just look at the front and look at the back, and then you throw it away.
Genasi sex positions.
Oh, that'll go really good with my smart book.
What do you guys want to do now?
Clean my trident.
Clean my everything.
Yeah. Feels like bath time after this. It's a lot. That's a lot of disgustingness. Torment.
So, I mean, I guess we have the meeting isn't really done, but I mean, we're gonna go investigate that tower.
Should we finish the meeting, maybe?
I suppose now's as good a time as any.
Yeah.
We're already all here.
Skull kind of pops up like, you guys got more shit to say?
Didn't we already have a
mean-
plan? We're gonna go investigate the thingamabob and...
Seems like we're gonna go to the tower with Usagi.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. We did finish our meeting.
for sure.
We didn't officially finish it, but it was interrupted. Like, whether or not there's more things you want to discuss is up to you. I didn't want to be like, and then you guys decided to leave.
Yeah.
Like, no, you guys have. If there's more shit you want to discuss with these characters as they're here, now's the time.
So just thought he's gonna go with us to the tower.
Look forward to the next meeting. I'll bring my party hat next time.
What's a party hat?
Nah.
Ooh, I'd really like to see that party hat. What's it look like?
I mean,
It's the same hat as
it's the
always.
same.
right?
It's the same damn hat.
I agree.
It's a good hat though.
She goes
I
to
like
retrieve
it.
her hat because, like, when she was laying down and that thing blew over her, she's like, her hat went flying.
Yeah.
So she she puts her hat on, kind of Indiana Jones style, just like, yeah, just dust it off a little bit, puts it on.
I go to the guards who came in and say, if you wouldn't mind, could you fetch Forrest, the alchemist? He may want to investigate this Ica.
Oh, I thought we were gonna take him the gallon.
We can, but he might want to look at the remains in this state as well.
Sure.
Do you want to be around while he does that, or do you want to leave?
No, I'm just letting the guards know.
No, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Do you want to wait until that happens?
Should we wait for Forrest? Or...
I mean, we could also go to the local clinic and see how the locals heal people.
I'd rather wait up for Forrest, probably.
Sure.
We could wait for Forrest.
It only takes a few minutes to go get Forrest because Forrest is right across the street from the library and also City Hall.
Good
So-
news and bad news.
And he comes in. He's like, "Oh, hey guys! Oh God, gross!" And he kind of is trying to scrape his feet off. Like, what did you do?
I made a mess.
Wouldn't you?
No
want to
kidding.
know?
What the heck is this stuff? And he kind of touches he's like.
Yeah. See, they think you'd want to investigate it here. I got a gallon jug for you. You know.
So,
You're
good,
telling me
It
this ain't your
smells
fancy?
really bad in here.
good news and bad news.
It's like wet dog mixed with burning tires or some shit. I don't even know what a tire is because it's the Middle Ages.
bad news.
Burning rubber. There we go.
This room sucks.
True. Why did you bring me here?
Good
Gross.
news. It used to be something alive and now it's dead.
I offered to just bring you
Really?
the whole gel
Yeah.
itself, but no.
He kind of pokes it a few more times and is springy and sticks to
Des
it.
is gonna kind of do a quick sketch of the thing that was that we were fighting against, and just kind of show that's what he used to look like.
Oh God.
Yeah, some kind of clone or avatar of Tiamat herself.
And then it did a thing like this, and she does the little sparkly
Yeah.
stuff around the top. It's a very it's a sketch, so it's
Yeah.
not perfect, but it's got little
And you fought that thing in here? How big was it?
It was huge.
I
Huge.
mean,
Huge.
Huge.
Yeah, did Jonas say
No,
that like
no.
that? Yeah, okay.
It seems to be fiendish in nature.
Oh God. Well, that explains the smell. And the gross.
Is this
And the
is this useful
The,
to you? Is this useful or is it?
I mean, yeah. It is.
It's good. It's good.
But it's gonna go bad and there's no way I can use all of it.
Okay. Well, she's got the
Do
gallon.
you want a gallon of it?
Yeah. If you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. We should really get some flasks and stuff from you so we can bring them back filled with stuff.
It's a good idea. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got some flasks for you.
Sweet.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And he runs away.
Oh, step there.
Nope, he's gone.
I also am gone. That's all the motivation I needed.
I'm gonna set pine salt to cleaning off my boots and my armor because that stuff is gross.
And then
I
I'm
mean, if
going
he's
to
out, if he's out and about, if he's not in his jar, he does that automatically.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna bribe you to let me borrow him.
Yeah, after I'm clean, you can totally borrow pine salt.
Yeah.
So Pine Sol's cleaning your armor as you're walking towards Forest.
Yeah, we're gonna go drop this off and get some flasks from Forest.
It sounds good.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Forrest kind of walks behind his counter, and he's just like,
I'm sure the guards.
you
will
kind of
be
see him
looking
like pick up a little flask of something. And he just kind of like, it's better. Just to get the smell out of his nose from like the burning rubber and freaking
Sulfur.
grossness. Yeah, just like, ugh, so much better. Okay. You want to give me a gallon of Fiend Ichor?
Yeah.
I'm okay. And he kind of like takes it. And he kind of like puts it down. He's like, I should give you guys something in return. It's pretty valuable. Yeah, hold on a second. He kind of like shuffles down. Looks around like, what do you guys like? Do you guys like the slow potion or the flow poison? Like, what would be a good thing? Do you guys just want? I could give you guys another healing potion. I made another batch of those.
I could use some healing potions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we go through those the fastest.
We really do.
Okay. What's the level of them?
Right here. There's greater. So the first one's common. Then there's greater.
All right, he's gonna give you a greater one.
Okay.
He's gonna pull out a greater healing potion. Like, I know these things are expensive, and I know this doesn't seem like a good trade, but you know how it is. Like, it's essentially free, and I'll give you guys a better deal next time you guys come back. He's gonna hand it to Jonas.
Thank you.
Do you want me to put it in the belt?
Yeah.
You gave me a regeneration potion too,
Yeah.
right?
I already got one.
You guys all have regeneration.
Except for me, I gave
Oh.
mine to Yasadi.
Okay. Wasn't sure how that worked.
None of you drink it.
I forgot it was there.
Yeah, I know. This is why you need like glowing fucking use item.
What type of healing? Common, greater.
Greater.
44 plus 4.
Damn, I was
I'm
doing
not
so
gonna
good
lie.
this episode too.
Not gonna lie, I didn't realize everybody got one. I thought we just handed it
Yeah.
to Jonas and then he gave it to Usagi. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess that's it.
That's why I forgot about it until just
Yeah,
now.
I thought the same thing too. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys each have
I
a potion.
distinctly remember him giving it to each one of you.
Yeah, totally
And
forgot
then the
that.
one that was for me, I gave to Yasadi.
Well, I'm dumb.
Hey, I thought the same thing.
So, do you got some like empty flasks or anything?
Right. And he kind of like goes back into like those deeper parts of it. And you hear clink, 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 clink. And he comes out with 8 flasks, so 2 for each of you.
What?
Do you want to carry them or put them all in the bag?
I'll take 2.
What is the potion?
Careful when you put those in the bag of holding. Like I don't know, like
I
that
didn't
thing
see
isn't
it.
exactly the most organized
I don't,
method
it's,
of.
It's just a floaty. It's not. You just reach in and pull stuff out. It's not like they clank together.
I don't trust it.
Okay.
He just says that.
I wrap them up in a.
Yeah.
Bubble wrap.
I bubble wrap
Medieval
everything.
bubble
I
wrap.
put in there. Yield bubble wrap.
Medieval. It's like that's a good. He kind of like thinks about it. It's like I should make something that makes it safer to transport these things. How can I do that by alchemy? He kind of like you hear him like kind of mumble to himself as he's thinking. You guys want to do anything else at Forest?
No.
No, not particularly.
Okay. So it's a bit later in the day. You guys have done through all of the fighting, and then you went to Forest, and it's about probably 4 p.m.-ish. What do you guys want to do?
Bathe.
Bathe? This is gonna be you're gonna set out on the next day.
Well, I think I'll and we don't have to RP this. I'll just go and buy another cord of crossbow bolts.
Yeah. You can just you can write that all down. I don't need to.
I
Don't
was
argue about that.
hoping I could go by whatever their local clinic is and see if I can learn any new procedures with the healer's kit.
New procedures.
Yeah, specifically that simple health check that lets me heal people without magic.
Okay, is that like a thing you have to learn?
Yeah, because I found a healer's kit thing that lets me actually do stuff with the healer's kit besides just...
Send me that when you have
Yeah.
a chance to. But as for right now, yeah, there's plenty of like medical tents and stuff because of all of the restoration and construction that was being done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, like there used to be one like every like I want to say 100 feet. Now there's like one or two left in the city like altogether. So you can go to one of them and you can see some local chirurgeons. However you pronounce that.
I am looking through the book on first level hells.
Yes, I remember that. The first level of hills for Jonas Udakse. Make a... What would that be? For understanding something. I guess I don't really need to make you roll.
It could be like investigation. It could be to get stuff out of. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
I'm not going to make you do that.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
Well, I think part of it is because we learned that Tiamat was placed in there.
Is imprisoned on the first layer of hell. Yes.
So I guess I would like to know if there's any writing about that whole situation. Any detail on Abishai's about the first level of hell? Yeah, I mean like in the relationship with Tiamat, you know.
You do see that the Abishai are the wardens of Tiamat.
Okay.
So they are in, like, it's a bit of a strange situation, like, because they are both the wards and wardens of Tiamat. So, like, they
interesting.
serve her, but they also are bound to keep her trapped.
So it's almost like working for Tiamat and Asmodeus at the same time.
Yes,
kind of feeling.
they are bound to Tiamat, but Asmodeus is the ruler of the hells, so they are bound to his rule.
Okay. And then I think other than that, I mean, that's good info to kind of pick up on.
Mhm.
And then I'd say anything that's environmental descriptors of it, you know, is this place like, you know, when you think of hells, you think of fire and brimstone. You know what I mean? Like,
There definitely is brimstone. It's definitely a sulfurous type of thing. There's an acidity to the air when you're breathing it in. But
harmful to visitors.
it's not explicitly harmful. Like, you're not going to take damage just from being there.
Okay.
But it will be uncomfortable, and you're going to be basically, from a mechanic standpoint, it's like you take survival checks so you can keep going. It's not a physical plane, so you don't need to eat.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to like keep your mental faculties.
So almost like battling exhaustion.
Yes.
In a way. Okay.
It's very tiring.
Yeah.
Like mentally. Because again, physically it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
Like you can go you go to the hells, like you don't need to eat, you don't need to drink, you don't need to do those things.
Mm-hmm.
However, because you're probably going to be there in your physical bodies, it will be beneficial for you to do so that you can replenish your strength.
Okay.
You'll get weak, you won't die.
And then I guess the last thing, going off that idea, is the last thing would be: is there settlements? Is there cities?
Yes.
Okay.
There are there are encampments of all types of warriors. There's incursions of demons into the first layer of hell. There's incursions onto from the devils to the demons. It's a battleground.
Okay.
But also, it's a whole plane of existence. So there's a lot of things going on, especially because it's the one that is connected to the most other planes.
Okay. Cool.
Like the deeper you go, the less connections the other planes of hells have. The first one is connected to a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And directly connected to a certain level of the abyss. Like the River Styx flows through that, and also, and the River Styx is mentioned in that book. So
okay, cool. Yeah, that's just plenty for me to get out of that for now. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I also had a book, but I don't know if you...
Fiendish Codex.
Yeah.
So you wanted information on Abishai?
I was trying to...
Or imps.
Find if anybody wrote any... you're not going to find a book on who to summon to talk about this thing. You're going to look in books about imps and about fiends and see if anybody wrote a note that says, hey, by the way, don't summon them. They're kind of a dick. They'll trick you. Or this one's real useful for a price.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to get hints on who somebody would try to talk to.
Okay.
Right?
I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of fiends.
Yeah.
And I don't recall everyone's intricacies at the moment, but when we come back, I will get back to you on that one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get one step ahead, or at least get on equal footing to Tiamat, right?
Sure.
So as long as I can find a hint on who somebody like a certain red dragonborn wizard fuckface might want to chat with to get imps to follow us around, that would be super.
Awesome. I will write that down. Anybody else have anything specific they wanted to do?
River Styx, probably spelled STYX.
STYX.
The River Styx,
Steaks.
as opposed to the Styx River, which I guess they never really call it that.
Weird. Why do they translate like that?
Isn't that weird?
There's a bunch of stuff about Greek that they translate in a specific way to give it a familiar meter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't translate it to be understood in English, they translate it so that you can, like, appreciate the way they wrote sentences in the Greek, so it's almost incomprehensible and only valuable to high academia.
Right.
So it could be that.
Okay. Makes sense. Alright, so, look up specific fiends for Whisper so I can give you specific information on who would be best for that situation of looking up on who's going to employ imps to spy on mortals.
Yeah. Like, if I were trying to help my goddess
But not get caught.
and not get caught,
Yeah.
who would I talk to?
Alright. Adi, let's do a check for you so you can learn to do the things you're trying to do.
Sure.
Is there a DC that they gave you, or am I going to make that up on the spot right now?
They didn't give a DC for learning. They just say that you can learn new procedures by like reading about them or going to local healers and hospitals.
It just says you can just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, then just do it then. Just freaking do it.
Make your
Don't
dreams come
let
Do-
your
do-
dreams be dreams.
Do they do anything in particular that's like special to the local area?
You want to do poison?
No, it's simple healing. I have poison.
Just healing.
already. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you probably know everything that they can teach you because you are literally like.
Well, they
Trained.
might have like special like local herbs or like home remedies that actually work.
Different cultural ties to it.
Yeah.
Sure. They're a little bit of a melting pot. They're a port town, so they've probably heard of various things from dwarven healers and orcs in the forest. So yeah, they'd probably tell you about a little plant with like it's called silverleaf, and it's got this nice sheen on the other side of the leaves. It's a little shrub that grows in the mountains to the north, and it's a very potent healing salve. And they give you a medium amount of that herb, so that just like as appreciation for you helping them when you guys were helping them restore the town. I keep looking at this frog, and it's got like the freaking hands.
Person inside it?
It's got the
Yeah.
person inside it, and it's
Oh.
freaking me out every time I see it.
It's really freaking.
All right, so yeah, that's you are able now to do the. I guess it was 1d6 plus 4 for the healer's kit,
Yeah.
and you have charges for the healer's kit now.
Yeah, I have to buy a healer's kit, and each healer's kit has 10 charges.
That's what I thought. Okay, that makes sense.
I could go look for a healer's kit to purchase. I could use some extra kits.
Do you want to buy an extra healer's kit?
Or two, depending on how much they cost.
What's the purpose of having more than one? Are they used? Are they consumed?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
charges. There's
Okay.
10 charges on each.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does it say how much a healer's kit is? Let me see.
I don't have it off the top of my
I don't have that on top of my head either, to be honest. But it feels like something that would be like 30 gold.
It says 5 GP on
5 gold? No.
That feels
20
really low.
gold. I'll make it 20 gold for a healer's kit.
Okay.
That's broken.
I'll go ahead and buy 2 if there are 2 of
That's
whatever
10d6
the general market is.
plus 40 healing for 5 gold pieces.
Well, that was
Destroy the economy of
it
healing.
is based on old healers kits where like all you do is stabilize people.
Oh, true.
So
You have
this
the
would be more
amplified version
expensive
of it.
because
That's fair enough. I'll
Yeah.
make it 20, which is still ridiculously cheap for what you're doing.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So if you want 2 healers kits, it's 40 gold.
okay. Cool. Do I buy them from anyone in particular that we knew, or just
The healers that you're talking to have probably a
that's
set
so
of
nice
satchels.
of them.
So wait, what did I buy then?
What did you buy?
I thought I bought
You-
healer's kits.
You might have. I think you said you had a healer's kit,
You're just not the same training that she has.
but yeah.
Yeah, she's a trained doctor.
So you get
Slash.
you get the effect that's on there. She gets an effect that's because
Con man.
she has to heal her feet and stuff like that.
I have
Where do you go to school to
proficiency
get
in the
trained
healer's
con?
kit. I do need to take the
Any
healer's kit.
school.
Trump University.
Wow. That was
If
a
the
thing.
first thing they teach you at college isn't lie on your resume, then I don't know what to tell you.
They don't teach you to do that. It's everyone else.
Well, then what are you paying for?
Gee,
Actual
Stress.
training? Lame.
lame.
I'm paying to be stressed out.
Yeah, true.
I'm paying to be stressed.
Alright, do you want to buy anything? Do you have money? Is the question.
I don't. I spend.
Oh,
all
me?
mine.
I have 30 gold.
Yeah? Okay.
You big spender.
But like the only thing I want to buy, and I thought about this past fight, is like it would be kind of fun if I bought like a couple glass bottles and like I had like wicks in them, and I basically like was able to make Molotov cocktails and like throw them,
Uh-huh.
explode.
So you want grenades.
I kind of do. It sounds kind
Okay.
of fun.
It does sound fun. I'll let you do that.
Okay. I don't know how to walk in and be like,
Put some
got any
ichor in there.
grenades?
Put some ichor in there for the
No, what you
sulfur.
do is you go in there and you say, hey, got any bar rags? And you buy some freaking liquor.
Yeah, go to
Yeah.
fucking.
Well-
What's the really shitty bar here? It's
Oh, the bottom of the barrel?
on the barrel, and you get some rags from that shit.
Yeah, you can buy some rags from Karen.
Don't
Gonna
they
go-
hate us?
gonna-
No,
They hate me.
not really.
They hate me.
Do they hate you?
Yeah. Oh, the captain does.
yeah. Remember
Captain
John?
I distinctly remember the captain being like,
Oh, Rosewood hates me.
Yeah, John.
I
Jonas.
I pushed that envelope.
Jonas definitely was like pushing lots of buttons.
Yeah.
okay,
Pirates.
I'll need to.
Fuck 'em.
Was that in the podcast?
Yeah.
That was before the podcast.
Probably before.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
before the podcast.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Captain Rosewood is a small halfling pirate captain with big hat and a rose, kind of like a corsage over, as on like stitched into an eye patch, and the party had a little bit of a run-in with her, and
Addie got along well.
it didn't go
Did you?
great.
No, fucking pirates.
Oh, really? Are you against pirates?
I hate pirates.
Des isn't a fan of pirates either.
Someone got along with her. It wasn't me.
Calrin got along with her, or Calrin
Get
kept her in line.
Yeah.
Calrin knows how to manage her.
Yeah.
I think is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
He knows how to deal with her.
She's not the most cordial of hosts. But yeah, if you wanted to try the bottom of the barrel, you could. It's up to you. Or you could just go to the Silver Sail and see what Henley has to say.
I'll go to the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you go to the bottom of the barrel. Are you going with anybody else, or are you just going by yourself?
I mean, I don't know if anyone else is going with me. I'm just
Do
kind
you
of.
tell anybody what you're doing?
I mean, if you pick me up after I do some healing shit, I'll go whine about pirates.
Yeah, why not? I'll
So
take
you-
Addie along with me.
Okay. So you go in to the bottom of the barrel. It's kind of empty. There's only like 2 or 3 people there.
Ain't this place supposed to be more rowdy than this? Looking around.
And Karen, the
Well,
bartender,
last
kind of
time.
looks at you, and he kind of like, he's just this big, dark-skinned human, just like kind of looks at you. What do you want?
Where's all the clientele?
Out rebuilding the town.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough.
Wow, I really hate that I appreciate that.
We may be pirates, but people gotta have stuff for us to take it.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Yeah, let's
Or
ignore
what?
that.
Yeah, what do you want?
You're fun. Like to get some rags and some swill. I mean, alcohol.
No, you had it right the first time.
The really expensive shit, though.
Oh,
Well, then it ain't swill.
distinctly not the expensive shit.
Well, yeah, but the cheap stuff isn't gonna, like, explode enough.
Based on what science that you're talking about.
Well,
I don't know.
The cheap stuff
Have you
is,
looked at
is it
the-
is it like beer is the cheap stuff, or do they have like some cheap tequila?
More like Everclear.
Yeah, more like just some grain alcohol.
Yeah, it's some like
Moonshine.
Yeah.
unrefined bullshit that.
Oh no, it's refined. It just don't taste good.
He kind of like looks at you. He kind of like reaches down, pulls out one of those moonshine, like literally a moonshine jug, and just goes boom, and it just smells like nobody gives a shit what this tastes like. This is like the bottom of the barrel is like this is not the bottom of the barrel. This is like the most gross moonshine you've ever smelled in your life.
This is gonna comment. That's the stuff.
It doesn't even smell like corn.
Oh,
No, it smells like butts.
I don't
It's
even
like
know
hand
how.
sanitizer.
Yeah,
I've
like,
been
it
around a
smells
lot
like-
of soldiers.
Smells
They're
like fiendish
it's
acre.
perfectly fine.
That
No.
is a particularly pungent brew you have there. I'm assuming it lights well because it sure smell like it.
Well, hope you don't have anything flammable on your person while you're standing next to it. Let me just say that.
It's one of those 10 feet rule kind of things. Good. God.
I you know,
20?
yeah, give it a good 20 feet.
Holy.
Pretty sure if you had a cigarette on there, the entire room would explode.
Hey,
You open
you've
a bottle
got
of
some
this
of
thing.
those. We could try it out.
And he kind of like takes it and he puts it down. It's like, how much you paying for it?
The whole thing.
Depends on how much you're paying for it.
Y'all crazy.
And you like see his face. He's just like he's not like smiling like I am, but he's like you can tell he's very amused by this.
Fuck. Des knows that the price of Andersville is a certain quality because it has a certain standard to it.
Yes.
So I want to kind of gauge the appraisal that Des would know that I don't know as Nathan.
Uh-huh.
So how would I do that?
I believe I said that a bottle of Andersville's finest was 20 gold. I believe I've said that at some point.
It's
Sure.
As spending time with a bunch of soldiers, might I know what crappy alcohol costs?
Yeah.
let me see.
A glass of this might cost you a silver. Because it is gross.
So this is like a whole, like, so a glass cup. This is like a full jug.
A full jug
And-
of a silver, a glass, alcohol.
so
that
it's
is
like a
just
gold
rank.
to buy the whole thing.
It might the whole thing might cost like 2 gold.
Don't worry, I'm good at gambling.
Actually, like a shot, like how many shots are in a jug?
Depends on if it's a jug or a jug.
It's a
Small
jug.
one. Yeah.
It's a jug. I guess like
The one's
Like
piece
a
to put
gallon
a
jug.
gallon jug.
You're gonna give me
Gallon jug.
another gallon jug once it's done.
Yeah.
It's gonna explode.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
say-
more.
Let's
No
say,
jug for me.
let's say a whole thing is like 5 gold, because that's a lot of shots.
It's a
the
whole
ones that you
lot.
actually use to put gunpowder.
Okay, 5 gold.
It would cost. It would, if you were talking to somebody in good faith, it would be 5 gold,
Okay.
and not this guy who clearly thinks you're an asshole.
Fuck. All right.
Brutal.
But
You don't even need an insight check for that. You know.
I mean, how many people are actually drinking that?
I mean, it doesn't matter because it lasts forever, doesn't it?
It certainly sticks around forever. I can smell it in the walls now. Holy
Yep.
shit.
You're gonna smell it in your dreams from now on. I just guarantee you that. Especially if you buy the damn thing.
Alright, come on, 3 gold.
I'm losing money on that one, friend.
You're losing money today. Look at all the clients that are out here.
Yeah, but again, alcohol doesn't go bad. At least this doesn't.
That attitude does.
Jesus Christ, you're helping yourself so much.
Wow.
No, like she got us money.
Just for that, let's make it 10 gold.
How about we just make it? What were you trying to get it for?
3 gold.
Why don't we
You
just
only
keep it at the 2 that it's worth, and let bygones be bygones?
Why don't you pay me 10 gold for this, and I'll give you some bar rags with it.
That's really not a good deal. We could just like tear up an old shirt or something for rags.
Hmm. 6 gold. Come on now.
7, and you make it worth my while.
That's really bad. Why would we could find other explosive things?
Let's do a contesting persuasion roll.
Oh, okay.
Can she have advantage because I'm helping?
No, because he doesn't like you.
Ooh, okay.
God, we're all such
11.
dicks.
19.
Alright. 6 gold, huh?
Taking it off your hands. 6
Alright. 6 gold for the pretty girl, and he kind of puts it on the thing.
Got
Aw.
confident out
Oh,
there.
that's a hat tip.
Ain't you a charmer? Does the hat tip?
Let's see who likes it. Natural 20.
Fuck! He hates it. He hates everything about it.
He doesn't even, his face doesn't move.
That's just such a charming little tip you do with your hat. I love it.
Fuck! Oh, come on.
He thinks you look better without the hat.
I was gonna. Fuck! Does he really? Oh.
Let me see those locks.
Well, he's insane. You
Golden
look
lock.
fantastic.
He prefers blondes.
Des is gonna like put her hand on the jug and put the 6 gold on the table and slide it over and be like, "Pleasure doing business with you."
Woo.
Like,
Yeah.
and then like rags too, or no rags?
You didn't deal with rags.
Yeah, dude.
He puts down a just giant pile of dirty rags, just in a pile in front of you.
Oh, lovely.
No, I don't have to do laundry. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
This is gonna kind of like pile them on top of the jar and just kind of like pick up the whole thing together, and just
I got paid to clean today. Paid to get somebody else to clean. That's how you do it.
I mean, outsourcing is the key.
All right. Now buy something else or get the fuck out.
I'm gonna do the latter.
Gosh.
All right.
I think the end of my charm is coming soon.
Like, I don't have anything personally against either of you, but if the captain comes back and sees me fraternizing and shit, I'm gonna have my ass to deal with. So like, skedat.
Skedatin. And she'll just kind of...
And he picks up a dirty fucking glass with a dirty rag and starts not cleaning, but doing something.
Smearing.
Yeah, just like glaring at you as you guys leave.
Brutal.
Fuck.
What a great interaction that was.
Chaos.
Absolutely incredible.
Alright, is there anything you want to do before the end of the night?
I'm just reading for the.
Alright, you guys did the reading, did the thing, talked to Karen. Alright, I think that is a perfect place to end this particular session of Pillars of Creation. We finally got some combat into one of my campaigns. It's been 1,000 years.
1002.
Sometimes I just like to talk and have have characters spout dumb bullshit at each other until everyone is sick of it. And then sometimes I give you a giant, weird dragon thing that almost kills you. It's a mixed bag. You never know what's gonna happen.
I like spouting dumb shit.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear you say that. But I think people like a little bit of a mix. I like all of it.
Both, all, everything, all the time.
Well, I hope everyone had a good time watching. Please see us on Instagram, Twitter, if it's still live by the time this comes out. Facebook, I guess.
Hey, stop! We're on Facebook and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's there. It exists.
It's true. It's my personal bias against Facebook. If you're following us on Facebook, we very much appreciate it, including me. So please
Get more followers, and then we'll actually know who's following us because it won't tell me until we have like 100 followers, which is so dumb.
It weird doesn't tell you. Yeah.
It tells me that we have followers, but not who they are.
Every other service has such a better analytics.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying like there's a reason why I was like Facebook.
Yeah, analytics.
But the big one, the Mac Daddy of supporting us, Patreon. Patreon, you get all of our episodes up early. You get tons of stuff. You get bonus content that no one else can see. You get to see us play Red Dragon Inn, which has like one of the best character works I've ever seen from our best DM, Mary.
We should really make some new additional videos since we keep saying, hey, come watch us play Red Dragon Inn. We should play some new games.
We should.
Very true.
And the session that's up has two games of it, so it's pretty fun. And we switch characters in between, so if you like the characters, we switch, which is really fun.
Yeah, it was a good fun time.
Yeah, it was a lot of good voice work.
All right, well,
We're also on Mastodon and YouTube and all sorts of other
definitely on YouTube.
podcast places.
Yeah, the podcasts, you can find us almost anywhere you can find podcasts, but like Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music.
I was gonna say,
Overcast.
is there a place that we're not on?
No, I have it to where like our feed goes pretty much everywhere. So yeah, so that's pretty easy to find. Just look at lizards and locations and put the ampersand in it, and it'll work. Other than that, last kind of big announcement, by the way, is we're since this is airing before the end of the year, we're doing our big end of the year push. I think we're calling it Festivals and Followers.
Something like that.
And so every 50 subscribers, starting with a 50, first time we hit 50, we will give away to a random person on YouTube. This is YouTube subscribers. We will give a TTRPG sourcebook out. So we'll contact you through one of the social medias, and we'll hit you up. You contact back with us, what works for you, where we can send it to, and we'll even autograph it. So all that good stuff.
In order to win, you have to subscribe on YouTube, and you also have to have your subscriptions as public, which you can only do in the settings on a computer. Otherwise, we really can't know who you are or let you win, because it'd be pretty hard. So.
There's also a rumor, Andrew, that we're leveling up. Is this a true rumor?
It's true. You have leveled up to level 6.
Freaking frack.
Whoa, hold on. I didn't hear about this rumor until now.
Don't lie.
No, actually, I haven't. I really didn't.
Didn't tell you?
No, nobody told me. I've never heard this.
Everyone knew but Nate?
Yes, apparently.
Oh.
Sad face.
I'm sorry,
It's
darling.
okay.
It's true. We did it on that one time where we were all here talking
Except
about the
Nate.
campaign, and Nate wasn't
Yeah.
here.
Mm.
All right.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Well, Andrew, you want to close this out?
Absolutely. Thank you for watching. Please keep watching. See us next time. See us next time on Pillars of Creation, and next time at Lizards and Locations. Can we roll yet?
Can we?
Can